2, 1. We should be live. What is going on, internet? I made it here a good 60 seconds late, at least. Thank you for everybody for being patient. Jordan said 7th, and this chat has to be off the rails if I can't even scroll up to the first chat. I'm sorry to whomever I missed. Jordan Sutton, Kai, Sam, Notorious Emu, Night Cop is here. FAFO, it is good to see you. Christy C, it is good to see you as well. The Dan Hammer is indeed in the building. Who am I missing? Ali is in the building. Lapete, Badge Bunny, aka known as Mom, and both of her alter egos. DG Goodness is here as well. Joined here by Dad, or Keith, who's below me. Bill will not be here today, but I believe producer Juan should be joining us here shortly. Nose Nuggets is here. It's been good to see him in the Discord recently. I'll give you guys details on our Discord here in a second. Brian Miner, Dylan P. Who else am I missing here? Sarah is in the house. Brian P, I've already said. Bandit is here. Again, it reminds me of my childhood dog every time I read it. Although Smokey and the Bandit, it aged okay. I don't want to say it aged poorly, but it aged pretty okay. Pouty is here. Nargothan 16. I can claim first because it's 3:30 a.m. I give you extra points for having the finish delay. Mr. Toastar is here. Weathers is here. What's going on? And John Daltroncino? Tell me how I did. I wish I wasn't so damn tired. Welcome, my friend. I am currently on cup of coffee number 3 or 4 for the day. Anyways, welcome to OnlyCops. This is our infamous now Thursday stream. I'm joined here again by Keith. I call him Dad mostly because he was literally on patrol. I'm catching up to years alive as you've had on patrol. I'm catching up. Catching up on 100 is what I'm doing.
Yes, sir.
John C, it's good to see you. Also, Notorious Emu. I want to firstly thank, more than anybody, our Patreon group. They have been incredibly awesome. I've had a couple of really good game nights with them recently. Now that I'm getting a little bit more free time. They pay as little as $1 a month to get direct access to our Discord where we hang out and do game nights. They also have completely taken over the administrative side of finding stuff. So the vigilante board, which I love and adore, given the mixed bag of misfits that they are. And then our server sheriff, Keith, who is below me here. They have made this very, very easy. I literally was just able to pull all of these videos. I think we have like 20 today. This is going to be a bit of a spicy stream, I'm going to say ahead of time, but we are indeed going to be looking at real body cam footage from real police encounters. We do not want to glorify violence here. Really what our job here is to deal and show what happens in real police calls and try to better educate both the public and the police officers engaging in it. Keith, you're giving me a little bit of noise on the mic. But anyways, Napalm Bath, it is good to see you, my friend, and Millennial Cop, my dog, who's now training the little boogers that are becoming police officers nowadays. It is good to see him. Did I miss anybody? Brian, I think I said hi to you. Pretty sure I said hi. You guys, go ahead and drop a like in the on the video itself. It'll get more people to watch it, and hopefully the channel will grow. We're at 14,200 something subscribers. Thank you to everybody who subscribed to the channel. It has made this ever so closer to being something I can spend a little bit more time doing. And hopefully we can make the world a little bit safer place, both for the brave men and women who are still out there fighting the good fight, and then for the people having to go and interact in the world with law enforcement. Joe, it's good to see you, dog. Anyways, if you have any law enforcement related questions, there are a lot of experienced law enforcement officers here in the chat themselves, and then also Keith, who is with me here. You can also become a member of our YouTube channel, which does give you very similar access to our Patreon group. You won't get to see the taken offline streams. There's a couple. I think there's a Pokemon one, and then our SWAT stream got removed. Our SWAT episode got removed. So that is Patreon only because of fair use apparently doesn't exist on YouTube. And anyways, we're going to get to doing YouTube videos here. This is a good one. We're getting to rescue kids on this one and be actual first responders. Cody Smalls, it's good to see you. Guessing this is pre-Bodycam audio being turned on. There it is.
Nice little kid. Okay. He's probably 8 feet down. 8 or 10, somewhere around.
Is he heads up?
He's okay. He was standing up. He's head up.
Hey, buddy.
Poor brick down there.
Okay.
Out of sheer curiosity, I don't know why you'd have that big of a hole in your front yard. Maybe for foundation repair or something, but that hole is enormous. Oh, I guess it was uncovered. Maybe the kids pulled it open. This is weird. I feel like I'd lock this down.
Yeah, that lid's pretty light, but yeah, definitely put a cage or something over it.
If you got like a kid, you know. Jennifer, thank you for gifting memberships to people here. And Blank for being our second month. He's been a subscriber for a long time. Blank goes, he said, not my Blank. Christian Halsey, also thank you for monetizing the often unmonetizable stream here. Why is this not a fire call? Because they are second responders and we are there first. Likely fire's gonna show up here, unless you're like in real rural parts of America where basically your firefighters are all volunteer and you just might not have staff, to be honest. The whole house is sick. Y'all see when I can.
It's okay.
Oh no. I got a little sick too, to be honest. I'm feeling very under the weather today.
Okay, what's his name? Bentley. Okay. It's all right.
Oh, dude. I wonder if this bigger kid figured out that this hole was there. Like, open the lid because he's big enough to open the lid. And the poor kid fell in. He probably feels terrible. Poor guy.
Bentley boy. She was just walking around and I guess he stepped on this thing and the lid flipped.
Okay. We're good. He's good. He's upright. He's breathing.
He's doing good.
He's crying, which is a great thing. Right. Rescue. Okay.
Oh, there's fire. There you go. The real heroes have arrived.
8 feet down.
Wait a little bit like the stream. Jennifer, thank you for the super chat. Holly, you need to chill, dog. I'm glad this ends very well, but there's not a lot of good tools for this. Really, only because it's such a small like shaft. The high water rescue I've dealt with a couple times. We had part of our fire department that could do high water rescue, but a lot of times there's like really complicated problems that obviously there's some liability there. You don't want to injure the child any further, but I don't know, man. I'd have been figuring something out. I'd have been go like grabbing the local skinny person and tying a rope to him and dumping him down there.
Well, 654 and EMS above
Just an update. The patient's on his feet upright in the hole. He's standing. He appears uninjured at this time. It's going to be a process.
Just glad the kid didn't take an injury going
If you have any law
to be
enforcement
honest.
running emergent traffic, they can slow down.
That's cute today. Y'all need to chill.
I know it's on a
Holding me? Do you know? Because none of my radios went off. I don't even think they and it flipped. If you go,
How many firefighters does it take?
Saws on to rescue. Front or driver's left.
Well, like take this and butcher whatever you need to.
you started cutting.
What are they making?
Whatever one of you fire guys come up with that, you're pretty smart.
It's not
Or I
going to
bet this kid's claustrophobic for the rest of their life.
need the other side of it.
Oh, they made like a ghetto, like, catcher. Kind of like a dog catcher, but with a pole.
Give me something else. Is there anything long enough to stick down there to try to help maneuver that rope?
Now, what I will say is I have no idea why deputies are here at this point. Like, I'll be honest. I don't want to be rude, but, like, you're not contributing. Like, maybe if they got to shut it down for crime scene, I guess. But, Keith, would you show up on this? There's already, like, 18,000 units?
Probably not unless they requested standby. You know,
yeah,
maybe a parent getting frantic and, you know, kind of getting a little out of hand and maybe have to restrain them. But there's a few dudes there from fire that could probably sit on them. They'd be just fine.
Yeah. Again, unless they were worried about interference or something like that. But it's just weird that more showed up. I guess in my opinion, it's kind of weird. Unless they're available and they ain't got nothing else going on.
This is your guys' house, ma'am.
I found a lot of officers, a lot of unnecessary people responded to child calls because, you know, we just kind of all have that instinct, and some of them are parents. They just kind of want to be there, you know, make sure he's okay.
They want to help or whatever. That I can understand. It just, bro, I went to where I worked, like, you got yelled at if you were on a call. Now, they might be in service and just physically be there. There's nothing against that. I have personally no beef with that, but, like, you might get called off to go do something. Sailor George, what's going on? How did this work?
There we go.
No way.
Hey, we got an arm.
All right, Jeremy. Nice and easy.
They just, like, made a little... I wonder how they got it on him. That's kind of wild. But they had managed to tie this little thing around him.
Loosen it up here. Yep.
Bro, these guys straight up fished a kid out of a pipe. And you gotta imagine how much of a pain in the ass it is just to put a diaper on a kid that age. You know, like...
That's a good job.
That's pretty impressive, to be honest. I'll disparage firefighters often, but this is them kind of crushing it. They literally cut a pipe and, like, jerry-rigged a rope to tie a knot to get this to work somehow. That's kind of magical. The union dues. Chris, thank you for the super chat. That's kind of wild. These guys are just straight magicians.
Yep.
And be like, how about let's cover this hole up?
I guarantee it. Yep, that's the one. Outstanding. It's just a hole. Okay. Doesn't look
It
like
didn't seem to come to that easy. It had to have been loose. I mean, because he kind of grunted a little bit to pull it.
Pull it out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just could imagine you could take, like, chicken wire. You could take something and just, like, embed it into the ground around this so that if I had a child, they wouldn't fall. And I get it. Like, this is not to disparage the parents at all. This is, like, a sucky situation for them. But just, like, I think about stuff like this, like, my time in law enforcement. Like, the first thing I did when I got my house is I reinforced my door. Because people like to kick indoors, right? Leaving plants around your windows so that they're harder to get to, so they're easy, like, harder to break into. Keeping stuff. I have one car that I park out front of my house, and that car doesn't ever have anything valuable in it because people pull on door handles and take stuff. Just, like, take a couple seconds and try to see if there's not, like, a potential hazard for people. That's all.
it's like a freaking booby trap.
Yeah, if it's not in there just right.
Also, like,
he was all the way down.
Like, heat could expand that if it doesn't dry it, like, if it's real dry and, like, the ground kind of shrinks a bit.
Oh man, I'll probably get parents' info and do a short, add it to the email basically.
just gotta notify people.
Little information report.
It's a little kid.
Right. Cool. Appreciate it. Oh, for a raccoon in my neighbor's house. Awesome.
How wild!
So,
What a weird deal. I mean, shout out to them. I'm glad they saved a little kiddo. Put a sign post up. It won't help, probably. Poor kid. Firefighters actually physically did it. The officer was 100% responsible for the idea of making it. I don't know about that. Just fill it with dirt. Yeah, if there was nothing in, I would say fill it in for sure. My guess is that was a either a clean out for like a septic tank or potentially like a way of accessing something for the house for the foundation. But other than that, I don't know. I'm not an expert. Emu said this one's gold. I think we might have missed this one from a few streams back, but we're gonna go and watch this. Hopefully I'm not upsetty spaghetti on this one. Shout out to Motorola though.
You will be.
He said, spoiler alert, you will be. Oh no.
This aggravated me.
Okay.
Here's my stop. You're going 73 and a 55. Any kind of drugs or alcohol or anything in the car? No. Can I help you with something?
It's my son.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you have
no.
the insurance?
I don't have it on me right now. How fast is it
Then why are you
73
here?
And a 55. And it smells like weed in the car. You know he smokes weed?
It doesn't everybody. I don't know about it. So
Okay.
there's stuff in his car is what you're telling me?
Well, that's what it looks like.
You're going to get him out and look through the car?
I'm going to search the vehicle. Hop out for him, bud.
Don't get out of the car. Don't get
Man, we're starting off on a bad foot.
It's just started.
So, in general, if you're a police officer, it was a rule of thumb for us that we did not let anybody else approach the traffic stop. Mostly for this reason, right? Don't care if it's family, don't care if it's whatever. If that is your detention, Pennsylvania v. Mims does allow you to control that area. There's also some other case law about like controlling your crime scene effectively. And crime scene doesn't mean like crime scene tape or whatever. There's just an active investigation going on. And I want to be able to conduct that investigation without any interference. Her yelling at the suspect, then creating issues with your investigation could be articulated as interference, even if she's lawfully in a place where she's allowed to be during the stop itself. This is not good.
Hop out of the car.
Do not get out of the car.
Why? Get out of the car.
Get out of the
Because it smells like weed in the car and they're shaking the car. Step back here. I'm going to take a look through the car. Do you have anything in there besides a little bit of weed or anything? If you don't move, you are going to get arrested too, ma'am.
When do you think you call for a backup, officer? Does he have a backup?
Not yet.
The second someone shows up, I don't care who it is, you're probably getting a back, or at least requesting a back, right? Man, roadside consulting is, oh man, this is gonna stress me out. This was very common during the summer of love. 2020, this happened a lot in 2020. Lisa, what's going on? Oldie but good coaches.
If you don't move, you need to leave my stop now. You need to leave my stop.
Pull me over for speeding. That's
Yeah, no.
can't
What is
You need to leave my stop now.
You can arrest
Get back in your car and leave.
I'm gonna be here
I'm
with
telling
my
you right now.
son.
All right.
I will be here with my. He's pulling.
Oh, this is
He is
so
pushing me.
dangerous.
You're under arrest.
Get on there.
Nope,
Get
you're
on
under
there.
arrest.
Oh, this is so
You're under
dangerous.
arrest.
Get up.
Get on the
What,
ground.
Are you kidding me?
Nope,
Get on
I'm not kidding you. I told you to stop.
Get it on video, Bryce. Get it on video. Are you kidding me right now? Get off of me. Are you kidding
Stop.
me?
for nothing. What'd you
Get
do?
off. What are you
What'd you do?
doing?
Gosh, he's so lucky he's not assaultive right now. Or that they're both not assaultive. Or produced a weapon. Or there's not a third person in any one of these cars. Like, oh. This is very polite suspecting. Shout out to the suspects for not adding charges to this. But
What'd you do?
whoa.
What'd you do? I did nothing. Get it on video.
What'd you do?
Are you kidding me?
What'd you do?
I did not.
He's just now starting.
Just now started.
Bro, these are deputies. Are they not? This is some county shit, dude. It's that or state troopers. The only people that would be doing this.
Nothing. I stopped for my 17-year-old kid.
Stand up.
Get off! Get off!
You want to go to jail too? Get out of my face.
I tell you what, the second that kid shoves you and you're 2-on-1 here, that kid gets ignorant.
That's what I'm saying. Take it, handle him extremely ignorantly. Shove him in the car if you got pat, no gun, fine. Lock him in the back seat real quick, deal with mom, and then come back and deal with him.
He'd have gotten, I'd have punched him in the face, to be honest.
Yeah,
like
had the second stuff to that kid.
The second someone becomes that, like, actively resisting and potentially assaultive resisting, just because it's a 2-on-1 scenario, and if you let this get out of hand, you can get disarmed. They can start pulling stuff off your belt. Like, this is extra. He is very lucky. These are two untrained, likely, relatively. This is as aggressive as they've ever been in their lives. But this is crazy dangerous. Like, this is. He shouldn't have been in this situation.
My hands are up. My hands are up.
Get off of us! Who are you?
My hands are up.
What is wrong with
My
you?
hands are up. I haven't done anything. I told you. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. You're under arrest.
So this is also like the middling. This is the problem without being quick about going hands-on and getting someone into handcuffs and not having the skills to do it. Had he, like, one arm bar takedown, handcuff on, twerk the hell out of someone's arm to get the other arm free, basically. It's like, I'm going to break your arm if you don't give me the other one. And you can make it feel like it's about to break. That gets at least one person in handcuffs, right? Then you can go deal with the other, I guess. But, like, I'm actually surprised, semi-impressed, but also surprised. This is the one time where OC or tasers actually start to make a lot of sense. I have to keep hands-on with whoever's probably easier to control with one hand, and then maybe potentially tase the other person. But, yeah, you're in a bad situation. Now, it's not a deadly force situation yet, so I don't think pointing a gun at somebody would be appropriate unless they were, like, enormous and were, like, actively trying to hit you or something. This is the first time I've been, like, with someone going hands-on, I'm like, taser might make some sense. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Stop!
Oh, man, he could get
I told
kicked.
you to stop. Hands off. What the f*** did you do? If you don't get out of my face, what? You're gonna get tased. What am I doing? Stop. What am I doing?
Oh my God.
You're gonna get tased.
I'm calling the police. Brian.
I already have him on the way, bud. Stop. I told you.
Yeah, taser's not going to work on a big jacket, though.
Give me it, mother. Give me it. I'll record you. You're under arrest. Mother, give me your phone. Put your hand behind your back.
Bro, what is going on?
You're under arrest. For what, mother? You want to go to jail tonight, too? Stop.
There's a police that's illegally arresting my mother for nothing. She did nothing wrong. I'm a minor and he's
I told you.
abusing her right now.
Keep your hand behind your back.
Yeah, dude, this is
Touch me again, you're gonna get tased.
very off the rails.
What am I doing illegal? Let her breathe.
This whole time,
Right now.
Really?
this whole time.
Hey, put your hand behind your
Put your hand behind your back.
Put your hand behind your back, please. For me, mother.
I'm not gonna tell you again.
What did she do wrong? What did she do wrong?
His sheriff's office. Surprise, surprise.
Sir?
Sorry.
What did she do
I
wrong?
need to
be
chill,
standing on the
dog.
ground?
County be wild.
Tell me, please. Tell me. Hands are
Hands
up.
behind your back.
Hands are up.
Hands behind your back.
Hands are up. Behind my back.
You're going back.
Oh, Bryce, stop.
So, yeah, Keith mentions leg sweeps a lot, just because it's a very quick way to stop this weird, like, hand fighting that you just need a hold of them somehow. And sometimes you can even get away with not necessarily having a handhold. But a leg sweep here keeps this from going, because you're in very bad, like, sucker punch, or worse, like, you're going to fall to the ground not on your own terms. It's a very sketchy situation for everybody here involved. But this, like, weird middling area, one, he can run from you, which is a whole, at this point I might let him go. It's like, whatever, I can go deal with mom here for a second. But we don't know if either one, this kid could have been armed the whole time. If this was in my very sketchy area that almost everyone was armed, at least with a knife here in Texas. Like, I don't know, dog. He gave himself up.
On your knees and wait. Get down. On your knees. Get down. Somebody record this. Somebody record this. Record it, please.
What is going on?
Right now. What's that? I'm okay. Just give me some units. I got 2 detained. Emma, come here. Stay down.
Bro, I'm detained.
Stay back.
Emma, stay here.
Can I get on my knees, sir?
Is this another family member? No.
Yep.
Why? I'm now legitimately at this point. I would be out of like handcuffs that are on my person. I would have to go to my car to get more handcuffs. I am team get them in a patrol car. This is why I'm not a big fan of having any patrol car that's not capable of holding suspects. They should all have cages. They should all have the capability of doing that. But this is one-on-one already sucks. Like, you almost never want one-on-one. You for damn sure don't want 2-on-1. And mind you, they're both detained at this point. They're handcuffed. They're not detained yet. But yeah, dog. I don't know, man.
On your knees. I've been trying to. You're both going to jail tonight. Get on your knees. For what? Get on your knees. Tell me why. Get on your knees. Why am I being arrested, though? Sir. Now. Sir, I'm not telling you again. I'm on my knees. You're both resisting arrest. I'm on my knees.
Yeah, resisting actually counts here, but she would go for interference. He hasn't articulated it yet. And then for him, likely it's also going to be some level of like assaultive resistance when trying to effect an arrest. Technically, they could both go for interference at that point. They're just different calls, though they're related to the same incident. While he was trying to effect an arrest on her for resisting, he then stepped in. So I guess she'd be for resisting, he'd be for interference, but she interfered with his stop. I guess I'd do for both of them for interference. Keith?
Absolutely.
Probably interference. That's interference and then resisting on top of that.
It's like a mutual interference.
Yeah.
Get on your belly, Mr. Pancake. You made it so
Get on your knees, please. On your knees and do not move. Stay right there. Hey, Emma, come here. I mean, just stay right there.
We have it recorded. What he did is ridiculous. It's all
I'm not gonna lie.
social media. Just wait.
Imagine if they had like a crazy dad. That's what I'd be sussed out about. Or a boyfriend or something dumb, like shows up with like a weapon. Like, I don't know. That car's already one.
Stay right there. Did you just stay on your knees?
Where's my phone, Bryce?
You gotta stay on your knees?
Yes,
sir. Stand up for me. You're getting in the car.
Bryce, where's my phone?
Stand up. You're getting in the car.
Bryce!
I have stand up.
It's right there. It's right there. I have my phone!
You can just go. I don't know why you don't know how to listen. Mother, get in the car, please.
My man is struggle bussing.
He's gonna get in some shit.
Yep.
It's gonna be all over Facebook.
Have a seat, please. Oh, there's a film.
It's gonna be all over Facebook. I can't.
Kick me. Make it a felony. Quit. Make it a felony, please.
Okay, don't say make it a felony, please, because you theoretically consenting to the kick.
Yeah.
Is probably going to hurt your chances of actually charging them to. Like, you can't goat someone into doing it. That's. I would almost argue that's grounds for like conduct unbecoming. Like, don't do that.
Get your feet in there. Sit down. Oh, there's a felony. Good job. Hey, I'm not doing anything wrong. Fine. Why am I being arrested? You're being arrested for what? Disorderly conduct. For what?
He's back out of the car.
Obstruction makes sense.
Disorderly. Obstruction to what? Me. What did I do to you? Get in my face and grab. I did not get in your. I touched you once. I rubbed your shoulder once. You're going to jail too. For what? So you know. He's going in your car. I'm doing nothing wrong.
He's
just for a minute.
Wow. Imagine being the back for this. This poor guy's over here having like a heart attack. Like.
Do you people need to move
There's more? Is there more? There's more than just oh my god.
Up there
yeah.
Now. So what have I done wrong?
Get in the car.
I know, I am gently. Get in the car. You can be polite, you're a bitch. Move your foot. Jesus Christ. Go into that lot now! Give me a minute.
Can you imagine getting dispatched to a domestic at this house later? Like, you know what I mean? Like a week later after this whole ordeal, like, oh. Anyways, it's what.
So we tell them they can slow down. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, bro, take a chill pill, breathe.
Hope you enjoy jail tonight.
You don't need to get into a back and forth.
No, that's...
It's, like I said, it's gonna go back under conduct unbecoming at this point. Like, I'm upset at you people that picked this for me. This is my vigilante group. I've given y'all too much power.
I gotta catch my breath, dude. Yeah, I'm just out of breath.
Take a breather, dog. Yeah.
So, I just pulled him up for speed. Looks like he's got weed in the car. Mom pulls up on scene. I try to just tell her, hey, he's got weed in the car. I'm going to pull him out of his car. She loses her shit, gets out of the car, starts interfering with my stop. And then I tell her to move on. She won't. Tell her she's under arrest. She says she isn't. And we go from there. Yeah, I'm good. I just got to catch my breath. Their whole family apparently is up there in that parking lot. I lost my flashlight. I've got their phones around here. They like to play them out back here a few times. She is cuffed behind her back. Okay. Yeah, the whole time I'm trying to get her cuffed.
Nobody's searched though. Incident to arrest, so that's gonna have to happen, right? And then you still gotta do a PC search of the car for weed, right?
Yep.
Probably towing both at this point because they can't stay there. I don't know, man.
He's down in my face trying to grab me. There it is. Yeah, I got my flashlight at least. But their whole family members are all in that parking lot right there. I don't know. They all were stopped, screaming, yelling.
With the kid.
Well, he's at least getting a ticket for the speed, and then I think he should be charged disorderly. And let's see if I find any weed.
I just don't see it. So disorderly conduct, I'd prefer interference because when he was trying to effect the arrest of the lady, like he was interfering with that, which is what caused him to go to jail. It wasn't because he complied with the stop. He complied with all of that stuff, and verbally having beef with his mom getting arrested wouldn't be a problem because he can yell all he wants. That's fine. The second he interfered with that arrest, he'd be going for interference. It's a better articulation of what you're doing here versus, I get it, this guy's stressed out, still trying to catch his breath, but like, know what you have.
In the car, but there's shake and all sorts of stuff in there. Yeah. And there's mom. That's mom's car. I think that needs to go to the impound lot.
Tell you what, let's get why don't you just take her to jail?
Okay.
And we'll can't find a license, but
okay,
we'll get his eye.
So I'll run it real quick and save it and save the.
That's fine.
I don't know if that's hers or not. Sounds good.
I have so many connections, you have no idea what you just said, sir. We have that all on video.
Shout out to them finally blurring out the MDC.
It's going on everything.
I have it on video too, ma'am.
That is great.
So.
Because you told me I couldn't stay with my 17-year-old son.
You're right.
And then you forced me on the ground.
Shh, we're not going to sit here and argue, ma'am.
Your job is on the fucking line. You don't know my connections. It's going on. It's going down.
Okay.
I will be. Yeah.
That's perfectly fine.
Was that you?
Yes, sir. It's from this. You'll appreciate it.
Not really. Is your name Jessica?
Is it really from this?
Is that your name?
Yeah, you'll see right when he pulls up to the Sally port.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
That to go with you or go to your son?
You.
Do you want to go with you or your son? All right, well, it'll go with you then.
Motherfucking ass, I'm gonna blow this up on you.
Okay.
That's a... You could almost have retaliation on that. So in Texas, if you threaten retaliation for enforcement action, basically, like it's a whole separate charge. You'd be sketchy. Careful what you say to cops. You do have a First Amendment, but like there are some limitations on that.
You don't know who you with.
Okay.
You still got your knee in my back. I couldn't breathe. Who the do you think you are? You're just a fat
She seems like a...
motherfucker with a small
Wow. She's a nice lady.
Oh, you missed it.
Stop talking.
We clipped it.
Stop talking.
You fat ass motherfucker with a small blow this shit up. You fucking guys.
Is innocent until proven guilty.
So resisting or interference, I guess they lumped it all into one charge for like their
in a court of law.
And obstructing. Wow. Yeah, man, interfering, it'd have to be something pretty egregious. Like I'd be pretty hard pressed to see something that would be there are a handful of things. I won't get into the weeds here today, but there's a handful of things where I would intercede, but it would take a lot for me to have to want to intercede. The other sketchy part is when you're talking about deputies, interceding in deputy interactions is kind of a problem, because if there's a good old boy system, it 100% exists in a sheriff's office, right? The sheriff's an elected position, so he gets to kind of do whatever the hell they want within certain confines of the law. But they tend to recruit, promote, and encourage, right, a certain kind of person to work within their department. It takes a special individual to want to be a sheriff, because it's probably a big pain in the ass. Like, I can't imagine of elected positions one that gets complained at more than them. But that being said, like, that's a really small or like less populated jurisdiction, and you have like a very big jurisdiction. I don't know. It's a very mixed bag for deputies. I've seen some incredible county agencies, but I've also seen some terrible ones. Keith, I'll let you defend your people.
The kid should have had a limp.
He
should, oh my gosh. He'd have gotten it ugly. So ugly, so fast. But yes, my people, they did have a little bad. I mean, you're kind of out there by yourself, especially late at night.
Yeah, dude.
You know, everybody else, it's you know, you got a handful of guys that spread around the county. Everybody's far away from you. You got to handle up on people quickly. You know, be very decisive and very quick about it, and before it gets out of hand.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, it stresses me out.
March 4th. 2023, deputies in Georgia found a driver sleeping at an intersection.
That is a code word for DWI.
Just be advised, I love my vehicle. I love to work in front of this. You got it.
The law, I could also see terroristic threat. I could see it. The only downside in her affirmative defense to prosecution on the term, which means I did say it, but would be that she's referring to it blowing up on Facebook as opposed to like IRL.
Yeah, she didn't actually threaten him with physical harm.
No, she said like, I'm going to exacerbate the problem by having it get big on Facebook.
Just besmirch his reputation. So
yeah, which is I don't know that a threat to like slander somebody's like gonna be considered terroristic threat. I don't think that'll count.
Can I know you? Copy it tonight.
Oh, he's the worst. I do like the positioning though.
Charlie,
Shout out to him.
Romeo, India, 1283.
Get the plate first.
1283. Silver. Camaro SS.
Now, Keith, I have before snuck in and pulled keys out of a car before. Yay or nay?
Yay.
Okay.
It's harder to do now with the push button ones because, I mean, it could be in the cup holder or you don't know where the damn key is. But back when we had to put it in the ignition and twist it, much easier.
Yeah. Other thing, too, is like proximity is going to dictate. Like you actually physically have to get the key fob out of the car. But like you said, finding it, some people just keep it in their pocket. And so like good luck getting that without waking them up. But all of our DWI investigations had to happen with a second officer present, period. Like that was policy for us. I would be team bringing another officer here. One, in case they flee, because we were allowed to chase for DWIs. But what I would do is what he did, and basically making sure that he was in front of the car in case the car tried to floor it, might stop the pursuit right then and there. but also having the second officer actually behind him. And so if the car's about to take off, he's already in his car. So you just have to catch up as the second. This is easy food for thought here, but you're going to knock pretty loud and try to wake him up here probably. Back in the 50s, damn. My boy's like asleep. Oh, it was your second. Look at that. My boy's asleep.
67. How you doing, buddy? Hall County Sheriff's Office. Put your vehicle in drive. No. Put your vehicle in park. 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 There you go. No, no.
That was pre-attack cues if I've ever seen them. So what we mean by pre-attack cues is they're like not complying or going to do some sort of evasive action or assaultive action on you, whether it's run or punch or whatever. Him never really looking at the officer and then like getting his car ready to drive off. Like, yeah, this should be no surprise.
No! Hey! Stop!
This is actually a deadly force situation in my opinion, to be honest. I'm not mad at the guy for not pulling a gun out, but I do think this is an instance where it would have been relatively appropriate. I also, and this is going to sound very maybe off-putting for some people, but also a strike to the face here also is not a terrible idea to just like unmotivate. Right now, he's suffering no consequence outside of messing up his car a little bit. It's just if you're about to get in a pursuit and you can end it right then and there, it's not a terrible idea. But this is a deadly force scenario because he is operating a car in a manner that can cause harm. In this instance, that's kind of why I am team have someone ready to chase him in a car. We don't want this to turn into a pursuit if we think he's drunk, but I don't know. Taser may or may not work here. It's just not going to stop the car, right? And though the door's open here, this passenger door's open, I'm glad that I don't see an officer in that passenger seat, or hopefully it doesn't turn into that. Yeah, that would be my fear right there.
Temple radio. Channel. He's going the wrong way on 985.
Are we chasing or not?
Hey, he's gonna go northbound. He's gonna turn around and go northbound.
Are we chasing or not? There we go. Let's get after it.
Black male driver, dreads.
Seatbelt on. Look at you.
Hey, he's 1050.
He didn't make it very far. Well, now we're going to pull it into the car.
He's out. He's out.
It's empty.
Stay here. Stay here. Nobody's in passenger seat. Alex, stay here. They're not ready. We're going to be putting K-9 on the ground in a second.
So in this instance, it's one good reason to try to stay close to the vehicle if you can. He would have known that there was nobody in the passenger seat. That would have been pretty decent information to give out on the pursuit. I don't know how much time lapsed in between the guy taking off and not, but having that information live for any of the other officers getting involved is important. This is where perimeters start to matter, or having a search pattern or creating containment matters. This is like the one thing that I really think Keith's generation did way better than mine, because they had to grow up in the world without GPS. GPS is great for making sure that you get to your destination every single time, but you lose a lot of orientation skills. That way. You also are very bad at utilizing the radio because we're used to being able to ping stuff and our MDC telling us everything. Being able to, on the ground, create a game plan for catching somebody and containing the situation. So I'm not saying this kid's going to do it, but let's say this kid was motivated to leave. could potentially try to carjack somebody. If they happen to be armed, could assault somebody, break into someone's home to try to get away, like, or to hide or whatever. You want to contain this as much as you can. Case Generation just crushed at this. It was wild. You'd get some old timer that was like retired on duty. They'd be sitting at the station with a Maps Co, eating a donut, knowing precisely where you're at and ordering us where we should go, like to create containment. That's how kind of gangsta Case Generation was at this.
We was gangsters.
It just did, like, having the mind for it, and then understanding, like, having the spatial reasoning for developing that game plan on the fly, and then having a familiarity with the jurisdiction enough to even try to do that. They could tell you what creeks run through this, what directions they can go, like, because they've been there, done that. It's kind of why. But rookie officers or officers that grew up in the day and age of GPS really struggle with this.
What? What? We need somebody with the vehicle. Put your long gun up, dude. Put your long gun up.
Put your long gun up.
Hey, Alex, come here quickly.
Now, this is a bloodhound.
Take her for just a second. K-9 radio. It's going to be a black male, short dreads, black shirt, blue jeans. Come on. Hey, yo. Hey, move.
I wonder if these are different jurisdictions interacting with him, like if he's county. It's weird that nobody's on the same page and that he's having to reiterate radio traffic and that they don't know. I've never heard another officer tell someone else to put their gun up, specifically a long gun. Like, that's kind of weird because that's kind of your call. In the same way that, like, I couldn't tell a canine officer to put his dog up, right? Like, that's not my authority. That's not my job unless I'm a supervisor, I guess. But, like, that's weird. But it makes me think that these are potentially different agencies working together. Or these are just very unfamiliar people. This is weird. But this is at least a sniffing dog. This is not an apprehension dog.
Find it.
Other issue I have is there's no, and I haven't seen it because the video's skipping around a bit, but there's no arrest plan. Whose hands, whose taser, you know, who's going to be lethal cover if we need it? Like, because it can't be this guy because he's having to deal with a dog, right? It's kind of where, like, somebody keeping their long gun, they're dedicated lethal cover. We have a hands team dedicated to going hands-on and like, apprehending the suspect, right? And then you do have to have someone to secure the vehicles and secure the crime scene. For all you know, this guy's got like Jimmy Hoffa in his back seat. And a second party goes to the crime scene to try to recover something from the car and or steal a patrol car. Or you guys go running off into the woods and this guy doubles back around and then steals your car and you get to be like Louisiana.
I think this guy might be training also because Alex, he's told Alex like several, if you've told, listened, he said, Alex, stay here. No, Alex, do this. Alex, put your gun up.
I see. That makes way more sense. If he's training, then it makes way more sense. He's like, all right, this is not the time for teaching. This is time for you to, like, listen to me, right?
Find him. Where'd he go? Find that man. Find him. Where'd he go? All right, we got to get on the other side of here. Come on. We're on LT, but he's on the other side of this fence, so we're going to get around. We're headed north. Or we will be headed north in a second.
This is where I kept the multi-tool on me at all times, and it had wire cutters for this very reason.
Problem is we have a lot of wind. Find him, girl. Go get that man.
Trouncing through the woods. It's also why I always recommend like 2 or 3 flashlights, especially if you're like on nights, because this flashlight only is going to give you about an hour or two of light time before it dies, and that's if you haven't had to use it already. Other issue is here is situational awareness. You're only going to really be able to see what's in the cone of your flashlight. Once you start turning it on, it messes with your night vision and you're not able to see it. I'm not saying don't have it on, but like there's some considerations you have to take into account when you're going after an unknown suspect. We don't know if he's armed. We don't know any of that stuff, but we're walking on the roads looking for him. This is a very sketchy environment.
Find a man.
The air tastes guilty.
Right where? Up here. Hey, you hear that? Where?
This guy's not gonna have too many places to hide out here, though.
Hall County Sheriff's Office. Come on, find him.
Did the snakes and gators? Yeah. The second you have to go off into the woods,
Where'd you see it?
it gets sketchy.
Come on, Joe, come on. Right to left. So back towards the interstate? Yeah. Come on, girl. He may have a gun on him. Joe, come on. Just stay where you are, Alex.
Food for thought. Like, let's say you're on the perimeter, or you're a dispatcher here. They ran the license plate, which means they likely can run who the registered owner is. Trying to figure out the identity of the suspect's a good idea because you can pull up information like whether or not they have a CHL, whether or not they have a criminal history, whether or not they have known associates, how close they live to where they're at. For all you know, this guy lives like only a mile away and knows where it's at and has been in these woods before. Though these contact officers are currently dealing with this, if you're not involved, but you hear, let's say you're 40 miles away, 50 miles away, and there's no way you're going to get involved in this call, you still can aid that call in a certain set of circumstances if you have the tools.
Find him. Find him, man.
Pro tip, stay behind the light and don't backlight your handler. Backlighting is a pet peeve in law enforcement circles in general. Don't do that. I have to let it go when we're doing stuff like playing Ready or Not, but like in this environment, do not backlight another officer. I'll explain that in a little bit.
Where? Show me your heads! Show me your heads! Don't move!
Guy, you see how close he was to this guy without seeing him? Tell you what, the rookie pointed a flashlight at him. Is that him?
Where? Show me your heads! Show me your heads! Don't move! Contact.
Take it to it's a hound dog. It's like I found the person. It's not a bite dog at all.
Other hand out! Alex, I got him. Show me your other hand! Right now! Right now! On your stomach!
Not a huge fan of holding a leash and a gun at the same time. I'm not a canine officer, so I don't know anything about this. I have zero dog handling experience, but I would want like a different way to attach that leash to my duty belt. You can maybe have like a carabiner or something like that to clip that on, because I would not want to be physically holding the pistol with my support hand and the leash all at the same time. Like, that's not a recipe for success on marksmanship fundamentals. Not to mention, gonna crack one round off right, is hound dog's probably not going to appreciate that and maybe run or flinch, sending your other two rounds God knows where.
On your stomach! He's right here.
This has got to be a rookie.
You'll start a med unit ASAP to the church. Good girl! Check him for a gun.
I think he's got to be training. I don't know that you'd have to explain that to another officer. Like, yeah, I like Keith's theory here.
I think trainee Alex needs some guidance.
Maybe. Maybe.
That's my mama. That's my girl. That's my mama. Good girl.
That's my limit, everybody.
Good girl.
John, it's good to see you, Dad.
So I think... Alright, I've got some things I'm going over with you. First and foremost, the main reason why I'm here is because your license is suspended. I'm serving you with your suspension. Alright? So, this is coming with me. I just need a signature here.
So I'm guessing he refused the, like, breath test or blood. Typically, that's what happens when there's that, or they have like a point system in their state. But typically, if it's a DWI investigation, you refuse tests, you end up getting your license temporarily suspended.
Right there, showing that you understand that your license is being suspended.
Bro, turn into Mario.
Okay, but how would I get my license back?
That's between you and DDS.
You arrested me last night?
I did. Speeding 133 miles an hour in 70 mile an hour zone. Reckless driving. Obstruction of an intersection, which is my initial probable cause to get out with you. Duty to stop to an accident, i.e. hit and run, ×2. Headlights required, you clipped your lights. Failure to maintain lane, the second hit and run. DUI, less safe. Clipped your taillights. Driving while license is suspended. Fleeing and attempting to elude, felony. Driving wrong way on a one-way. Okay?
That's a lot of charges. He thought of everything. I don't know if you damage your taillight and your headlight while you're operating a motor vehicle, does that count?
It's just a citation. I mean, a lot of that was citations. But...
Oh, like 90% of that was misdemeanor citations. But like let's say I watch you, or like as a result of an accident, you now have damaged headlights, you exchange information, whatever, and then you drive off. Can I then stop you and give you like a citation for, you know what I mean? I don't think you can do that. Because that's what he's articulating, that like while you were driving, because he messed up his headlight, right? Hitting the patrol cars and then took off. Unless he established that he didn't have headlights ahead of time. The rest of them I'm good with, but that's a little sussy. They're petty. They're all kind of petty, but still.
Appreciate it.
Dan, some of it will stick.
You're clear on the 3 counts that you already have in terms of possession with intent, possession of firearm, and commission of a crime. You're also getting obstruction. You're also getting obstruction, drug-related objects, and you will also be getting possession of firearm by convicted felon.
Dang. I guess the gun was in his car. That's a lot. Bodycam Ninja. I'll allow it. Okay. We're not to the spicy part yet, although this lady had a spicy day. There will be spiciness coming up here.
You alright?
Sounds like Keith hitting her. I guess every time you mute and unmute, it makes like this really nice popping noise.
Yeah. I found the blues are wrapped in plastic.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
But from you bending over, or?
I went to go pick up one of the foils and it hit.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell he did it.
Yeah, just leave all that.
I don't want anybody.
I'll just stop right here. They're gonna come.
Let me at least get rid of those foils, though. I'll take them in and just put them for destruction.
So I guess they just found
all of that
fentanyl?
Stuff's already burnt. Okay, you let them know. All that stuff's
Yeah.
used.
Maybe this was like post-arrest, I guess?
Like this.
Show that back there.
Gloves! If you think that she was randomly exposed to drugs, maybe take a little precaution for yourself. Where's she go? They hit her with Narcan or what? They gonna tell us? Unwanted person at the store. I guess that's not how that works. Deputies contacted the man, 31-year-old, whatever. Learned he had an active warrant, so they confirmed on a warrant. Pat down of the dude, found fentanyl pills and paraphernalia. Admitted the deputies that he was smoking fentanyl prior to this. Took custody without incident. What a cool dude. Okay, well, she's recovering. She made it. Shout out to having Narcan, though, man. Have Narcan if you get a chance, if you have to deal with drugs all the time. Even if you don't, because you don't get to pick when you do have to deal with drugs. But be careful when handling drugs. Do you
Can
ever
you still hear my mic?
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it's not bad.
I mean, it's okay. All right.
Do you have, you ever had any exposure reports?
No.
I didn't have. I had blood exposure reports a few times, but not.
Well, yeah. I mean,
like
yeah.
drugs.
Yeah, I mean, we had where people got like fluids. You know, somebody spit, and then somehow they got blood on their hand and weren't paying attention. They like got out of the back of their hand and they like wipe their face and it goes on their mouth. It's like, okay, yeah, straight. We're going to the ER.
I have a little baby. I don't know that y'all will be able to see it here, but I have like a little baby scar. See if I can get you guys to see it here. I have a little baby scar right here from
adorable.
From hitting a. I had Bodycam from this in the infamous broken phone, but shooting him. It was a dope rip. These guys shot at each other like the OK Corral, like it was wild. But the door had like caught a couple of rounds, and it was like an aluminum door, and so it flowered outwards, and I cut my forearm on the door's like barbs basically when I was forearming it open, and it was covered in blood. Like that door was just drenched in blood, and I was like, damn it. So it's like an open wound to blood, and I had to do this whole report, and it's a whole pain in the ass. But yeah, never to drugs though. It takes special ingredients like fentanyl patches to activate through the skin, even though it takes a long time. Pain relief, feeling for it. I have a vial of fentanyl on my hands and forearms, and nothing happened. Oh, Garrett, my boy, hitting us with some... I think what a lot of people don't think about when we see exposures like this is a latent transfer of it. I think what happens a lot of times is we're real sweaty, and you'll touch something with your hands, and then you'll touch your face. So it can come in through your eyes, or it'll come in through your mouth or through your nose. I think that's more often what ends up happening with fentanyl exposure. I think also what a lot of people don't think about is health. Officers are under like a lot of stress. And so heart attacks are actually really prevalent. You'll see heart attacks due to high blood pressure and a lot of other kind of stuff. I've even seen strokes that have happened on duty just due to health. So that's something else. But I don't know. Transdermal exposure, I've heard, is not necessarily a myth, but is way less concerning than maybe inhaling some particulate matter if it's in. But fentanyls typically, you'll see them now in pill form unless they get crushed up. She could have flaked some in her own mouth. She was like coughing and shit. So it makes me wonder if she like accidentally flaked stuff in her face.
2024. A Grand Traverse Sheriff's deputy was monitoring traffic when he observed a speeding black vehicle in Blair Township, Michigan. Due to a countywide computer network shutdown, the deputy refrained from making stops for minor violations at the time. But later on, the same vehicle passed by the deputy once more, traveling an estimated 75 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour zone.
Zach, when Blue Bloods is on the list, I promise you, Zach, we will look at Blue Bloods here in a bit. Eventually.
As the deputy began following at this time, he also observed that the vehicle did not have a visible license plate.
Are you stopping that?
When he activated his emergency lights, the 27-year-old male driver parked at a McDonald's, rolled up the windows, and quickly slumped over.
Yo. Hello.
That is very weird behavior.
955. Would you start me on another unit?
Someone calling for backup. I love it. It's a city cop.
It is a city cop.
For those of you keeping score.
He's refusing to talk to me.
They're used to having backup.
I was gonna say it's a thing that we tend to get made fun of because we're used to having it, but I do think from a safety standpoint, it is a plus.
He subsequently removed the key from the ignition and climbed into the back seat, pretending to be asleep.
Not gonna lie, that would sketch me out.
He crawled in the back seat and he's acting like he's asleep. Howdy. He came flying past on 31 once.
Is this guy wearing a hat? Oh my God, he's wearing a cover. Whoa. I take it all back. That's a huge sin in my eyes.
And then he did it again.
Oh, and it's like one of those 6-point hats. Oh.
Yeah.
There's not a deputy on the planet that would debase himself like that. Not a one. They'll wear a cowboy hat every once in a while. Or like a baseball cap, but...
Yeah, baseball caps, that's the way.
They won't debase themselves with this. This is a heinous... This is... I'll forgive basket weave faster than I'll forgive this.
So, I stopped him this time. He was going to go straight through, and then he pulled in the left turn lane. Pulls in here, stops, and
field
won't
training?
open the door or talk.
Why is he in Class A's? Why are they in Class A's?
And then he climbed in the back seat.
Might be winter uniform.
Oh,
Some
it's
agencies
like...
have to wear long sleeves from Lake. I know one city agency I worked with, they, or not worked with, but was in my county, they had to wear Class A's from, it was like October through May.
Okay.
Of every year, so they had to wear long sleeves. It sucked.
That's a dumb policy. If you're watching this and you're responsible for that policy, that's dumb.
That's what jackets are for.
Exactly.
Yeah. I pulled in right behind him, and I came up to the window, opened the, I knocked on the window. I'm like, hey, and he just crawls in the back.
Were expired and were not registered to the driver.
I'd be knocking like 2 more times, and then I'm breaking that window and getting him out of there. Like, we ain't doing all this.
Yeah, he's driving like hell.
Did you get a speed?
No, he passed me earlier, westbound, and then he came back eastbound. I'm like, oh, not twice. Yeah. And then he was going to go straight through, and at the last second, he kind of pulled at an angle left turn lane right in front of me, and I saw I didn't have a plate, so I lit him up. He pulled in here, and he was sitting
My man's a bus driver, Greg.
So I knocked down the window, and
That's incredible.
He kind of leaned against the window.
So the intro said he got his speed, but when this officer asked him, he said he didn't get his speed.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're doing it off of no plates.
Yeah.
As opposed to anything. I guess he ran the VIN. It's just taking a long time for this investigation. Unless he's like chewing on his stop, But he would have had one if he initiated it, Like, that's weird.
They also discovered his license was revoked and he had 1 prior OWI.
Sounds like obstruction to me.
Yeah.
Gonna be missing a window soon.
He's going to be missing a window soon. Yes. You should not wear hats on patrol. I will accept cowboy hats if you're a trooper. I don't even like the trooper hats, to be honest. but I don't know. It's weird.
Expired. He's not the RO.
No, of course not.
That'd be too easy, right?
Yeah.
I can see if I recognize him. I don't.
You've done adequate attempts at waking him up.
Since shining the lights and banging on the roof failed to get a response from the male, they decided to use a more effective approach to get his attention.
Oh, let's talk about overkill for a window. A firefighter standing by or what? That's an impressive. That's a straight up breaching tool here. Like, he's all excited too. He should be wearing gloves, not sterile gloves, but like kick-ass gloves.
Hey,
We call them
open
ass
the
kicking
door.
gloves.
You're
it's
under
probably
arrest.
not appropriate, but it's fine.
Window, dude.
Hey, your window's gonna be broke.
He's a
Open the door.
traveler. Freaking millennial.
I can see his right hand, but his left hand is under his body.
I didn't see he had anything when he crawled back because he was in the driver's seat. So
Have an arrest plan. So what I don't like, I think this guy here, Mr. Top Hat and Jacket here, is going to be your eyes, right? But you need probably the officer that's we're currently seeing it from, and then this other big gentleman here is probably your arrest team. So they should be ready to go hands, and then this guy will likely be your taser guy. But pre-plan that. This is what we got. We're good. Okay, cool. This guy could possibly be like a secondary lethal or non-lethal person, but I would rather them all maybe be on the same side. I do like that he can see this guy though, so I don't know. Have an arrest plan, boys and girls.
All right. Last chance. Open the door.
They put spike strips around the.
Let me see your hands now.
Get out.
Hands now. Hands now.
Get
out.
Whoa,
my hands are up, dude. Whoa, dude. Whoa.
You're gonna get tased, guy.
Whoa, I don't want to get tased.
Get out then. Come out of the car.
Whoa, well, you guys.
Get out of the car.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Break
Yes, sir. Whoa, taser. Come on. Come on, it's glass, guys. You're just gonna. Well, then use your. Let's go. Out of the car. Go, guys. Guys, you guys are gonna cut. You guys are gonna cut.
Get on your stomach.
Be safe. Be safe. Hey, be safe. Guys, guys. Come on, don't hurt me too bad.
Put your hands behind your back. Give a hand. Give us a hand.
Oh.
Why did we tase? I'm not gonna lie. I'd write that guy up. I'm gonna be honest. Like, mostly because it endangered other officers. Because like, I'd be pissed if I took a probe just because this asshole doesn't know how to handcuff somebody. Like, that'd have pissed me off. Keith, am I out of pocket here?
Negative, sir.
Okay.
That's a good goal.
Shit pisses me off. Like, there's like 5 cops here, and you can't get what's actually a pretty compliant. He's passively resisting arrest, not active resistance. So this technically would have failed my use of force policy. Yeah.
As they attempted to take him into custody, the deputy could smell an odor of intoxicants coming from the driver.
You don't say.
I got cuffs right here.
I'm sorry. You don't have to be sorry. Just stop pulling away from me.
I'm not trying to.
Hold still.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is this worth going to jail?
No, sir.
Then what are you doing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I
Are
hope
you
he's proud of
drunk or
himself.
high or something?
No, sir.
Then what are you doing?
I just didn't want to get arrested.
Well, look what happened.
What?
Car stolen or something?
No, sir.
Dead body in the trunk?
No, sir.
Dead body in the trunk.
Stop talking. Yeah. That's our question at this point.
Stop talking.
Why didn't you talk to me when I came up to you? Roll
I'm
over.
trying to talk to you.
Roll over.
This is a real weird thing that this is cops across the board will do. You'll get somebody into custody and then you just stand there and look at them. Like you would like admire it like it's a caught fish or something weird. Starts incident to arrest, back of a patrol car. Like this shouldn't take that long.
Oh.
Just because he can still
my
resist
shoulder.
here.
Oh.
Hang on.
Dion handcuffing. I give him an F.
I'm hanging, officer. I'm hanging.
Miranda. No. Millennials in here trolling.
I'm a cook. I'm a line cook. That's a crumb. That's a crumb from bread. That's
I'm not talking to you. I'm not saying it's anything. Just be quiet.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's my
This guy
uncle's car,
fixing
man.
the officer fixing to have a smoke?
I guess, dude. He probably found it on him. I'm guessing, or maybe he's trying to toke up here in a second. But
That's my uncle's car. I was just sleeping in it.
You weren't sleeping in it.
Yes, sir. I was sleeping in it. It's my uncle's car. Okay, just quit talking. Yes, sir. I'll talk to you. Yes, sir. Oh, my shoulder hurts.
Yeah, EMS is on their way. They're gonna come take those probes out.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. I'm good. I can walk home.
Okay. No, you can't.
Walk home.
Okay, listen.
I'm not as sick as you, but I can walk, sir.
You're under arrest, okay? You have the right to remain silent.
You can't hit him with Miranda.
Will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to presence of an
I guess
attorney.
they don't really
if you
have
can't
to
afford
interview
one.
him, right?
One will be appointed to represent you if you wish. If you decide to answer questions and change your mind, just say so, and I'll quit asking you questions.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that? Do you understand those rights? It's a yes or no question.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand those rights? Are you willing to talk to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
You're a good guy. I can tell you're a good guy.
Okay, so tell me what happened.
I've been here trying to get McDonald's.
No. Okay. Let's start over.
Okay.
Okay, because I'm not stupid.
Okay.
And I'm treating you with respect. So don't treat me like I'm an idiot.
No, I'm just cold.
No.
Man.
No.
And the
Okay.
taser hurts.
Yeah, it does. So
And the
tell me what
coldness.
happened.
So I got out of work today.
Okay, you got out of work.
And I just tried to go home. I'm just trying to go home.
Where do you live?
Yes,
well,
sir.
why were you coming this way?
Because I couldn't find the keys in my camper.
Okay, so you went flying past me on 31.
Was it you at Fly Pass?
Yeah, and then you came flying back. So you're coming to get your keys?
I'm looking for them.
Okay, I stopped behind you at the light there, and then you turned in here, and I put my lights on before we turned in here, right? Do you see me behind you?
I was having a bad
You see me
time.
behind you? You haven't had anything to drink?
I'm just skipping by this.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Can I stand up?
No.
You can grab it. They called the prickers.
The real hero showed up.
They're called barbs.
Barbs? Prickers? Oh, can I just walk home?
I think he seems pretty chill
Yeah,
for
I
a
already told
suspect.
you
I mean,
you're
he
going to
really
jail. It's between his legs.
only
up
baby
front.
resisted.
Yeah.
I'm still legit like the taser deployment should have happened.
Yes, ma'am. Where do you seek medical attention? Frighten me out.
Broke. Before that, you weren't scared.
I definitely shit my pants there.
Yeah.
It does get cold.
How were your uncle?
Yes, sir. Double A. There's an A at the beginning.
Yeah, you give us?
Yeah.
You all good?
I'm okay.
It's enough.
I'm not.
Yeah, yeah.
It's cold out too. Are you guys tribal police?
Right.
You guys are big shots.
Yeah.
Came in a fair fight and bragging about it. Throughout the process, he repeatedly demanded water or access to the restroom. He also made threats towards the deputy, claiming he could beat the deputy in a fair fight and bragging about
That's not
being the
retaliation.
best wrestler in the state. He then threatened to sue the deputy for not allowing him to take a piss.
Peeing is not a constitutional.
As a
protected
result,
right.
the 27-year-old man was charged with felony resisting obstructing an officer and misdemeanor operating while intoxicated, second offense. Ultimately, he was released nearly 12 hours later on a personal recognizance bond,
Fucking
also
PR
known
bond.
as a signature bond.
Man, I'd make him
Visit
sit it out.
codebootcam.com.
That pisses me off. I hate PR bonds. I mean, it took them way too long. I mean, I guess they were maybe waiting for units to show up. It took them way too long to decide to get in that car. But the taser deployment, the big F, and the handcuffing was a big F.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're getting into, well, no, this is not spicy territory. It's another Dalgo. All this randoms just stabbing me.
Yes! Kill him, Bobby! No! 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 No!
Did dog handlers start screaming in German, or what is it, Dutch or whatever it is? Like,
Yeah, it's like Dutch or something like that.
you comply, dog. Like, those are those expensive dogs. Those are those that hurt you. Like, I think this is Florida, man. I mean, unless he's punching the dog, like, you can't act like they're fighting the dog. This dog's biting you. Like, I'll never understand that like, dog handlers are, like, really offended that somebody's going to want to resist getting bit. Like, getting bit by a person's unfortunate. Like, getting bit by a dog, especially these big old dogs. Like, it's a bad day. He could remove the dog. He could pull the dog. He's giving himself up.
Once you get the dog out so the officers can secure it, they might get bit.
That's what I was getting at. I was like, you need to clear the dog, because I wouldn't touch a person if a dog was involved, because like I ain't getting bit. I've seen what that dog does to people. Dog handlers are wild, dog. I just have no interest in being a dog handler. That was one of the better dog deployments we've seen. Definitely different than the hound dog deployment that we got earlier, but I'm not. I always feel like they're such a wild card, because they'll bite for a long time, and then like I feel like K9 handlers like don't know what to do. It's kind of like taser deployments, right? Like if that's your go-to because that's your tool, like you just use it all the time for giggles. Like I feel like K9's like so often deployed for sniffs. I get it, whatever, but like for everything else, it always just kind of blows my mind how often they resort to utilizing the dog. Because you don't see that with drones, you don't see that with like the grappler and stuff like that. Like you don't see it with any of that. I don't know. I have beef.
They're trying to take off. She just beat the heck out of 2 people.
Who's she? It's a nice truck.
Okay.
Oh, it's for sale.
Hey, man. Stop her from beating the crap out of her. And then she beat up.
On January 19, 2024, officers responded to a call regarding a potential battery. When the first officer arrived on scene, he attempted to detain an unknown male who wouldn't follow his instructions.
That's sad. First pull away, like that is not a good. That's not a good sign.
That's when ignorance comes in.
Yeah.
2024, officers responded to a call regarding a potential battery. When the first officer arrived...
So this is what we call quartering, and they're doing it just because the truck's kind of making it happen. Free advice for people if you want to get into the officer mindset here. So this guy's eating up a lot of your attention, and now you have somebody else that like you will physically have to turn your head to see and address. You've no clue who's in this truck, right? So I get why he went to go hands-on, but I'd be a little slower to trying to get grappled with somebody when I have like 4 or 5 unknown individuals and I'm by myself. Like, the second this guy pulls away, you're probably like, go ahead and step up my back. Like, send him code at that point, because now you're going to get into a fight at this point.
On scene.
You'll see how slow he takes a step here. You'll see how slow he is to reach for this wrist here. That pull right there. He's trying to grab for cuffs here when he should have been going both hands on. One hand is rarely enough to get a regular suspect into custody. A grown man you're not getting into unless he's compliant, right? But like, you don't want to find out. We would grab everybody relatively assertively just to try to, I guess, dissuade somebody from trying to pull away or resist. And at that point, I'm already in a nice, strong position. So if he chooses to pull away, well, I'm going to win that fight. If he chooses not to, then I just go straight to handcuffing. But this is a really bad training scar or a habit that you get into when you're used to compliant handcuffing. Do not reach for your cuffs until you have somebody in a handcuff position. This is not far from that, right?
In an unknown male who wouldn't follow his instructions.
Now you have handcuffs in your hand. And
the suspect then exited the vehicle and circled behind the officer.
Cool. Case in point 1, he's very lucky this woman does not know how to hurt you. Very, very lucky.
Lincoln Nora Victor, Lincoln 90, LNV L90.
I got it. Look, I'll put it on here.
Oh my God.
Yep.
I got her. Mm-hmm. Bruh. Here's where taser starts to make a lot of sense. She's doesn't have heavy clothing on, so I think that's going to be a little easier. But now you have 2 combative people at the minimum, and then you've got a boyfriend who's not really helping very much. Yeah, this is going to get off the walls real quick.
All right. Hey, look, I got it. Look, let me get her. Can I get her? Stop. Here, I got you. Here. Take these off. Here. Look, I got it. Here.
So you got one cuff on the dude.
I got it. Here, let me hold her.
Why does he? You think you handcuff them together and just back off and wait for backup? You're just like, well, just gotta cuff them together.
Cuff them together.
She's a solid adult here, but yeah, man, this is
Central 430 status check.
fucking dispatch.
Yeah.
Can you give me a status check? I hate.
Busy.
Okay, that's all you respond with. I'm busy.
Here.
Not gonna lie, man. Especially because you've already gotten punched in the face twice. If boyfriend wasn't here, this chick probably gets punched. Like, we don't play that. Problem is, you punch her and now you gotta deal with him. Then you're also probably in a very bad fight.
Harley. Harley.
This would be a write-up, likely.
I was trying to prevent all this. I understand.
He's having to take him out of handcuffs.
I wasn't trying to. I was trying to detain you. I was just trying to. This from happening.
Come on.
I knew if you did that.
Ossifer, you got it, big fella.
Step
bro.
You'll be all right.
My rare step bro special.
You'll be all right. I'm good, dude. Harley, to stop. Harley, you're too far gone now. It's over. 4:30 Central. I got 1:10:15.
This is another instance where this officer was very lucky. These were not more combative people or armed or whatever. There's like about half of the apartment complexes I worked in that were in my beat. I'd have fought 10 people here, not just 2. And they wouldn't have cared about, oh no, it's fine. Like, let me help you. Like, this is everybody yelling at you and like half of them trying to fight you. Like, it's very, very lucky this went down this way. He is not alive and well because he's a good cop. He's there because he's lucky. Be safe first.
All right, we're gonna get her up. She battered me. She punched me.
Carry 2 pairs of handcuffs. Yes. Big proponent of that.
Stand up.
Wyatt, stop! Wyatt, get off of me! I promise you I'll be...
In the back. Have a seat.
Oh, he's gonna get kicked.
Why are you...
For sure. He gets kicked.
Harley, stop! Just get in the car, please. Hey, Harley. Can I push her in there?
No.
Hold on. I need it.
Again. Bro. Stabbed, shot, sucker punched, disarmed. Like, there's so many ways this could have gone sideways. Like, they're very lucky.
It's on my set.
It's her brother. What's the difference?
Wyatt, get off of me! I'll hit by you, mother... I will kill you! Get off of me! Oh, get off of you, mother...
Whew, double. Sorry, bro. Let me just grab a breath.
Yep.
Let me just grab my breath. Oh my god. We're not doing good today, boys and girls.
4:30 Central.
Anybody else involved?
She's in there.
She's 10:13.
Anybody else involved?
You don't even know what your offense is yet. You have no clue.
And then the gentleman trying to find her phone. She threw her phone out the phone through her phone out the car.
And there's a man on the dock over there that's
Agent, what's going on?
over there. She beat the crap out of him when he tried to prevent her from beating that girl anymore.
Are these deputy ladies, are they not? We are in the county.
Dispatchers.
Don't say dispatcher. Fucking Keith.
I mean, pummeled him, kicked him in his nuts, headbutted him. Like,
So you guys weren't involved in this fight?
no, trying to stop.
I got
like,
called
she was
out by a
beating her
customer.
in the middle of traffic. She was just pummeling her to death. She was driving the other girl over there. This is her vehicle. I pulled it over here to get away from her.
What is the Range Rover her vehicle?
She couldn't. whoever's it is. That's what she was driving. And she was trying to
So
get out
that's
of
a
there. The
senior
girl was
officer.
hanging on her, beating her while she was on the driver's wheel. Multiple people tried to stop her from moving. The door was open. She was just swinging on her.
The door opened. Something flew out.
Think is it domestic or what? I wonder if it says.
She's just drunk and an asshole.
Through the other
Like swinging on everybody.
Hands were being thrown. I don't know if both parties or just her. Okay.
So
And then she attacked.
where's this other woman at?
Come up. She's right over there. She's right over there by the deck. Then I forgot what.
They're friends. They've been out at Leroy's. I'm sure there's alcohol
Yeah, but
involved.
what's the inciting incident here? Road
But
rage? That
blonde guy,
wouldn't
he wasn't
surprise
even
me
here, so
either,
he doesn't
to
even
be
know what was
honest.
going on. He just
Yeah, what's his deal?
I think it's her brother. I don't know.
I
Be a
think it's, you
buffet
know,
nearby.
certain,
Here when any of this
certain
happened.
people,
What about
when
the
they
people in
get
the
drunk,
dock?
they're
Are they
just
involved too?
assholes.
They
It
were
just
witnesses.
brings it
This
out.
gentleman with the blue
And they want
gloves,
to
he was
fight
the one trying
everybody.
to
I
hold
think
her
that's
because
this
he
lady.
beat crap out of
Yeah,
the girl.
you're probably
She was
right.
headbutting him and
So
Former
he's just
best
an innocent
friend.
person that was.
yes, he was trying to help the other girl because she was beating the shit out of his girl. Sorry about my language.
Good Alexis.
Everybody's back, no matter what.
She seems like a nice lady.
No, let me out.
And this girl is obviously your friend or something?
I mean, she was. I don't know what happened. We were at Leroy's and she had drank too much. And so I called her brother, who is in that truck.
Okay.
And I said Harley is intoxicated.
Wonder if she's on something like Vyvanse or something, and then took or like an SSRI and then drank alcohol while on an SSRI. Maybe this is what it did to her. Like, this is weird behavior if there was no precursors to this type of behavior.
Just
Like,
be
you know?
White Claw and a few shots tequila. Could be all it is.
I don't know about that, Doug. I've met some pretty intoxicated people in my life, and this seems weird. Like,
And
for
you
her to
don't
be this
need
upset.
medical attention.
No.
All right, let's keep walking. Actually, that's a bunch of mud right there.
She's having a bad time.
Let me out. Let me out.
I guess maybe it could be drunk.
What's she so upset about?
Dude, I had no idea. Like, all of a sudden, she just switched. She sat there. It beat the shit out of me. I was
I mean, she's going to jail.
no, I get it, but like, dude, what the
What's the inciting incident?
Are you gonna let me stay here? I would never let you, bitch.
So, a good question here is whether or not they're roommates. It's a very good question here. It hasn't come up yet because that changes this from just an assault, BI, to and potentially
Domestic,
like disorderly conduct to a domestic assault, which is different.
Drag your shame. Drag your dick into my bitch. I'll beat the out of you. Because my family had turned on me. Get these off my wrists. Get them off my wrists.
This is kind of wild. For not to be drug induced, you know, like
I hate you. I will never talk to any of them again. They're not my family
I saw a lot
anymore.
of drunks like this. They're just
really. Most of my
they're
drug,
combative,
you know what?
They're weepy. They're, the drugs must be getting better. I mean, ours were, y'all have better booze or something.
I take
Ours
it back.
was-
I take it back. I'd say like 1 out of every like 15 or 16 drunks that I ran into, you get one that would get like angry drunk as opposed to
just angry, and it doesn't have to. They don't actually have to have like an
Like an
outside
inciting
stimulus.
reason,
It could be a memory.
Yeah.
A memory. They can remember something that happened, and all of a sudden there they go. So it's like it's ridiculous. Don't drink, people.
Darker's over here saying she's got a demon.
I will drag you from here to Hong Kong. Who the f are you? Get out of this handcuffs. I want to our parents on anyone. Take me out. should pee on your squad car. You.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Literally the prettiest girl in Charlotte County, and like, no, I don't deserve this. My bra is hanging out.
And drain holes in the floor.
Get out of here.
Cousins, am I right? Y'all wrong for that? Dylan, it's not a stress pause.
Okay,
Chill.
that's fine. I was told Haley by somebody else. They just...
No, you're a bald little bitch. I don't want to talk to you.
Bald. I got more hair than anybody out here.
Not more hair than me. I'm a hairstylist. I will be.
Oof, hairstylist. Oof.
I would go to the 100,000. I want to arrest me. Short mother.
It's just weird how long she stays mad. Because typically they like tuck her out after a while. They're like a toddler.
No, please don't touch me.
Spit mask is highly advised here for sure.
Please don't touch me. No, you get now.
Sheriff's office.
Your attitude with the female officers.
Now
It's switched.
I will say this: if she's a deputess and she doesn't work for that one, what was it, like North Carolina, South Carolina, that one random lady that lost her belt and everything?
Yeah.
City cops that are chicks can be at times dangerous and aggressive. Deputies, my friend, if she's a deputy, better adjust your attitude, dude. Or she works in a county jail. Adjust your attitude. They do not play.
Looks like they're in the Sally Port, so yeah, these are intake. Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't look
I
armed.
like the latest worked intake.
That is. Corruption by threat against a public servant, battery, disorderly intoxication. These seem. I buy resisting with violence because she did assault. I'm surprised it didn't go like assault on a peace officer, but maybe he wasn't injured.
I mean, she got the battery on LEO times two. That was what,
Oh,
two
that's what
pops
that
to his
was.
face.
Yeah. That's wild. But it happens. Typically, I saw it more with people that had like some sort of underlying mental health issue. So you get people that were like borderline, or they had a lot of them were on SSRIs, man. Like across the board. Oh yeah, I take lithium, and I was like, yeah. This all starts to make a bit more sense when they're. I don't know that medication's the answer. That's not. It's my unprofessional opinion, but like. The amount of times I had people that had all the ideations or were very assaultive like this or very disruptive, like almost all of them had some sort of psychiatric medication that I don't know that they necessarily needed other than just like therapy or better influences in life. I'm a Christian, so I'll say maybe Jesus helps, but I don't know, man.
Over. Pull over.
Drunk driving in a school zone.
Roll that window down. How many places do you have to pull over there?
Sir?
Do you not see?
I wanted to get out of the way of the school traffic.
You see these parking spots on the side of the road? All these places you can pull in on the side. What's the speed limit coming through that school zone there?
Agent, what's going on?
School zone, that's why I stopped. So that's why as soon as I was...
You slowed down once you got in the school zone.
Once I saw the lights, I slowed down to the school zone limit. Wasn't paying attention at first about the school zone. And then when I see the lights where the school zone starts, I was like, oh shit, and I stopped real quickly. Yeah. But I did bring myself back down to the school zone limit.
So the officer stopped listening like a good 5-10 seconds ago, and he's like,
yeah,
I smell alcohol now. Like, there's a completely different call than just like a traffic stop. He based on the cadence of his speech, he probably leaned in, smelled what he smelled, and was like, son of a bitch.
So that's something you do once you get to that sign? Not when you're in the middle of the school zone?
No, I did it before. I did it at the light. As soon as the school zone light showed up,
so
I was like, oh,
let me explain something to you. Once I even observed you at the rate of speed you were coming, that's why I slowed down and stopped right there, because I was coming to get you. You slowed down, because not only that, I watched your speed decrease once you got in there, and then the front of your vehicle dipped down.
Okay, I was...
77.
I was
all right,
stopping.
so time out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm not even going to get into it with you, man.
Yeah.
My thing is, speed limit fine is doubled. When you go through that school zone, I need you to just hear me out right now. I'm not going to have a debate with you. We can make this short and sweet.
I didn't notice it because I'm not used to driving at this time of day.
So
you know what? Does this guy try to run? I'll pull it here. Let's do it. He said, hold on. Start a poll. Does this guy run? I'm gonna yes or no this one. Start the poll. I'm gonna give that a second to run. I like that frag. He's like 50-50. This guy.
Would that be an excuse if somebody was walking there? Sir, again, you're not listening to me, sir. All I'm trying to do is explain something to you. I can give you a verbal warning, or I can cite you for speeding in the school zone and failure to yield for the emergency vehicle. Your excuses as to why you were trying to get out of traffic, school traffic, you were way out of school traffic, which is why I hit my horn and signal and do like this to pull over to the right. What does Florida law say about emergency vehicles when they're coming behind you? License sirens. You move over to the right, okay? You yield for emergency vehicle when those license sirens come on. If you did not know that, you know that now, okay? That's a citation for all of that, okay? I'm not trying to be that guy with you, but when you're getting pulled over, we're trying to explain something to you. The thing to do is to listen, okay? You're coming through that school.
I don't like the lecture. I mean, tell him what he's in violation of and do it. I'm not here for the lecture. This is taking way too long.
All speeding. You had every opportunity to pull over to every entrance, every driveway,
Sure.
all these
Okay,
parking
that's
spots
fine.
on the side of the road. You always pull to the right for emergency vehicle. There is no excuse for that.
Yes.
Do you have a valid driver's license?
I do, and unfortunately, I don't have it with me.
Surprise,
'Cause
surprise.
I went to go try to get my friends' kids
Name, date of birth.
to go make sure that they get to school, and
We're at 66%
my driver's
yes.
license, I can't find it.
What does the Florida law state about having your driver's license on you while you're operating a motor vehicle in the state of Florida?
You have to have it.
Yeah. So not having that, not having proof of insurance, not having registration, all those are citations.
Proof of insurance
And your registration?
and registration.
Okay. But were you aware of that what the Florida law states about your Florida driver's license if you're going to operate a motor vehicle in the state of Florida?
I don't know why he's trying to get knowingly and intentionally on the driving without a license. Like, it feels like trooper energy. But, like, ignorance of the law is not like a defense. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to knowingly and intentionally drive. And if he on accident doesn't have his driver's license, that's not going to get him off from the ticket. So, like, I don't know why he's trying to get this verbal, like, component to the offense. I mean, it's thorough. I'm sure a prosecuting attorney appreciates that. But, like, it's just a lot of verbal talking. Also indicative of someone that's used to having compliant detainees. He's not used to sovereign citizens. He's not used to people that hate the police. He's not used to any. He's used to these lectures going very much his way, and or maybe not. And this is why he's always lecturing people. But don't do this.
Okay.
Doesn't help.
Well, now you do. I'm not the one to try to take money out of anybody's pocket.
You're about
but
to.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you want to have a debate with me on this and that, man, I'm by the book.
Yes.
I constantly stay up to date on the laws and case laws for a reason, so I can do my job to the best of my ability and not make up stuff.
And I appreciate that from your end.
Have you had anything to drink, any medications, anything of that nature?
I have medications at night, and then last night we had some drinks.
Have you had anything? Are you under influence right now? And the only reason I'm asking that because your speech is somewhat slurred.
I think so.
What do you mean you don't think so?
I don't believe I could be, because we had drinks, like, last time I had drinks was maybe 2.
All right.
Aggressive
Do me a favor,
swing.
step out of the vehicle.
I had drinks at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Do me a favor, step out of the vehicle.
So we're gonna do this now? I literally run right here. Do I have to?
Can you make 1025 with 0523 and also roll me routine 35? I have a driver refusing to step out of the vehicle. I just need someone to be 51 to 1198.
Bro, could you take longer on this radio traffic? Oh my God. Hey Keith, got a guy that's not coming out of his vehicle. Gonna need backup because he's not getting it. Like, bro, like, you know how quick this radio traffic would be? I have an uncompliant detainee. Go ahead and step up my backup code. Like, something like
Send additional,
quick.
something.
Even just send additional. You can leave it at that. You don't have to explain it to dispatch. You have Bodycam. They don't give a shit. Like, honestly, by the end of my career, it would have just been like, send me an additional. That's it. Like, this is too much, dog.
You see it, Jesse?
I have many ailments and things. Can I please not do this right now?
Alright, so you're not gonna get out of the vehicle?
No,
Can I
establish
please
that.
not? I live right there.
You wouldn't mind stepping up for me. He's still refusing to get out of the car. Possible signal 1. Listen, you're making things a lot difficult than it needs to be right now.
No, sir. No, sir.
I've given you a lawful order. Okay.
I would also argue that slurred speech by itself is not enough for a DWI investigation. If that's the only thing, because you'd have speed at this point that's been articulated out loud as speed and slurred speech. There's a lot of components you're going to get. The smell of ETOH is probably the most damning one. Red bloodshot eyes. Obviously, the verbal component when he admitted to drinking alcohol at 2 o'clock in the morning and then not knowing if he drank alcohol beforehand. Like, I think that's more indicative. So maybe he's got enough there. But, like, I typically articulated that stuff out loud so my body cam saw it. So it knew I had some level of proof that I was aware of certain criteria when I was aware of them. It's an important step.
I mean, what's gonna go on right now? Are you gonna pull
Walking
me out
the
the car
path
for
of
what?
most resistance.
My thing is, you've
What
already
would you?
admitted to coming through that school zone too fast, okay? Not only that,
The school's
sir,
going too fast. I promise you that.
sir.
I promise you that.
Here's,
As soon as
sir.
I noticed the school's, I'm like, oh crap, the school's.
I still don't know
Yeah,
why he's talking
yeah, a
about
little
that
too late.
anymore.
Once you're in there, okay?
Ali.
And you failed to yield for my lights and sirens on my vehicle, okay?
I stopped with a
Sir.
appropriate spot where we not.
No.
Thank you for becoming
From
a
the
second
time I
responder.
lit you up, my siren was on. I had my sirens going on for a while, and you still
What's
felt
the
the
bet
I'm
how
asking.
long
I've
it
asked you
takes? I say
2
3.
times to step out of the vehicle.
I bet you
I've
like
asked you, now I'm asking
15
the 3rd time.
backs
Can you not
arrive at
call
this point.
extra, please?
You're not listening.
I will come out. I will.
12, 11, 4. What's your 10, 20?
Can you please not bring a lot of people
Listen.
on me?
20 is going
I'm
to
asking
be
you
your
right now.
location.
Promise me not to bring
Listen.
a bunch of
No.
people into this.
I'm asking you right now. I'm telling you right now.
Next.
Yes, officer. If you don't bring a lot of people, I will step out the vehicle. Listen, I got PTSD bad, bro. And you know what?
Now they are. Now they are.
They've been here.
Hey, listen, I'm asking you, listen, stop. Listen, just stop talking.
It's taken
Just keep your
a
hands
long
right
time
there, okay?
for backs to get here.
I've asked you 3 times to step on the car and you refuse to do it.
I want to step out the car. Will you not?
But I've asked you 3 times to do it. Now we're past that.
Will you please not? No, man.
Okay, I'm not gonna keep debating. Hey, stop. His speech is slurred, so I asked him if he'd been drinking, and he said his last drink was up bound 2. And I've asked him to step out of the car 3 times, and he's refused to get out all 3 times.
What's your name, bud?
My name's Paul.
Paul?
Yes, sir.
Let me explain something to you. You're gonna step out of the car, okay? And you're gonna do everything that this deputy asked you to.
I asked him if he could please not bring a lot of people involved in this. It hurt. Deputy asked you to do so that nobody gets hurt. Not make any more scene of this thing. Get out of the car.
I was gonna say here we're at the make
Not step
portion
out of the car.
of this
Take
policy.
you out of the car. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Goodness.
Get out of the car now.
You're progressing this a lot.
Hey.
Get out of the car.
That's actually indicative of very good training. So that pinning the arm to the car like that is going to keep him from getting a very strong pull. It's also very painful. You're stressing out the back part of this arm, but it also only asks the other officer to grab the other arm. They only have one arm they have to defeat, and they get to use both of their arms to do it. This is very good training. That's all his job is to hold on to that one arm. He said, go ahead and tase him. I'm not mad about the taser here, only because cars do give you a lot of leverage. You have steering wheels. You can like plant your legs into like the kind of where your pedals are in the floorboard of your car. So I'm not too mad about tasing, because in this instance, if the backup officer loses grip of that arm, this guy could take off on him.
Get out of the car and get on the ground.
Okay, now it should be straight arm barred. Like now, this taser is now effectively useless at this point. I would. This is where leg sweeps, stuff like that. Mostly because you don't want this guy to get back in the car, but you also don't want to get punched, kicked, stabbed. We have no idea if this guy's armed yet or not. This guy has done his part. He has totally dominated that one arm. Minus, he could have one arm bar drug him out of the car, but I'm just being picky. Let go of that taser. There we go. You have 2 officers there. You should be able to get off the radio.
That was crazy. Why are you doing
Get him in handcuffs.
Contact wire.
Why are you doing this?
I bet you he got him.
Yeah, he did.
You see the cop going like, ow.
He had to hit right across his forearm or his wrist.
Yep. That's why I don't like tasers. Bro, stop keying up and just get this guy into handcuffs, dude. Like
damn, man. Stop. Stop it, man.
What are we doing?
Stop it. I don't stop.
What are we doing?
I'm stop. If you go,
What are we doing?
Am I being detained? Your hand, man. I'm being detained. Why
Hey,
am I being detained?
he's clearly not going to
Why
help.
am I being detained? Why am I being detained?
That's an actual neon neck. That's a big boy to be doing that. Like, I'm not saying you can't because it's not expressly prohibited in most places. However, when somebody talks about neon neck, this is what they mean. Be real leery about this, only because you can dick somebody up here. This guy is resisting, but none of it's really been assaultive resistance. So the level of force you can use is going to be limited. But this is you not being able to get him into handcuffs is what's exacerbating this fight.
Yeah, neck.
He was pretty close. I mean, he was
close, but good pin though.
I mean, it took the fight out of him, which is kind of what you want. And once the guy was in handcuffs, look at this. Magical. Look at that. He's in handcuffs. He's controlled. Good job on them.
Sorry about I didn't deserve this. I had a broken shoulder from war. Man, you're going to do this to a war vet.
I bet he got him.
Dude, you're going to do this to a war vet. Look.
We're 77.
Really?
Bro, I'd be slowing everybody down. Like, the guy's in handcuffs. Slow everybody down. No need at this point to be going code. Truly, there's no need.
Oh my goodness, really? I didn't do anything really wrong. And you're gonna sit there and do this to me?
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I'm just asking it, please. Please, please.
Be quiet.
Am I a target to you?
They really putting him in
Did I hurt you?
shackles.
I didn't hurt you. Like, I really don't. I don't know why you're listen
Was speeding, and when he sees me, you see a hole from his car get down. So I do a U-turn to get behind him and just light him up, thinking he's gonna start right here. From the entrance to the school, he just kept going, didn't stop.
Derek Chauvin.
I hit my air horn, I'm like, pull over, pull over, pull over. He still didn't stop. He comes right here. He just stopped right here. So I say, I want to get out of school traffic. I was like, you had plenty of places to pass. You had to call somebody. I said, hey, wouldn't get out. So then he opened, pulled away, and then that's when I pulled my taser out. And even when I tased him, I deployed my taser twice. Both cartridges, he still went fighting with us. And got on the ground, he still kept pulling away. I figured.
So that's an ineffective taser deployment. It was 0-2 there.
He's going to stop right there. But just based off of how he was coming through there.
Those are indeed ass handcuffs.
And he didn't stop. Like I said.
It hurts.
It was a wire that caught you though, right? Okay.
Laid across my arm.
Yeah, I'm good.
With DUI and resisting, he is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
I buy the resisting on that one at least. It's not a bad resisting call here. Okay, so 71% of you said he runs, but he didn't run, but he did resist. So I'll give that to y'all. 3 more additional units. I agree with Grayson here. It's this weird. We just talked about this in the last one. Like, you catch a guy, you get him in handcuffs, and they just like lay you there like a caught fish. It's very weird. I don't understand why they don't just put him in a patrol car. And maybe it's because they're trying to get EMS there to like evaluate him to make sure he's not injured or whatever. But like, put him in the back of a patrol car. He's not secured until he's there, truly. So I think the whole thing's stupid. Go on.
In late June 2024, police were dispatched for a trouble with party call in La Crosse, Wisconsin. The caller reported that her 59-year-old brother named Edward was experiencing a mental crisis, screaming and damaging property. She also mentioned that he carried a knife and that she had locked herself in the bathroom for safety. The previous day, police had been called to the same address after a neighbor reported that Edward was outside yelling and swearing while holding a shovel. Additionally, he was currently out on bond from a prior arrest for resisting after he had barricaded himself in a hotel room. He is also a convicted felon and registered sex offender from an incident that occurred in 1999.
Seems like a nice guy.
Hello, what's going on? Did you call, ma'am?
Yes, I want him removed from his property.
Okay, what's going on?
He is very abusive. He has rearranged my mom's whole house.
Okay.
He cannot stay here.
So these calls are incredibly common. This is going to fall under, what is it? Evictions, basically. In our city or in my area of operations, I was a municipal police officer. We did not do anything with evictions. We didn't enforce them. We did nothing. That was purely a county's gig.
Yeah.
The amount of times you're going to show up to a domestic and they're going to say, he needs to leave. You're like, not how this works. Now, if he doesn't live here, that's different. But if he lives here, usually can't do that. If he's established residency, which is kind of a gray area in Texas, there's not like a specific time span that established residency is. But like typically we'd ask the question, do they stay here? And they're like, yeah, but only sometimes. Like, I'm not getting into it.
It's my other brother's house.
Okay.
And he was just released from jail the other day.
Okay.
Because he barricaded himself into a motel room.
Okay. So what did he do today? Here?
He's screaming and hollering. Her central air won't work no more because he broke it in there.
How did he break it?
It just won't work.
I know,
The
but did he
furnace won't work,
hit
nothing.
it or smash
And
it?
he cannot be here. He's a sex offender.
Okay.
And the school's right up this hill.
Okay, I'll go talk to him.
Well, that you might be able to enforce if he's within a certain distance of a school. Like that.
Oh, yeah, if he's in violation.
Yeah, that's different. That you can't get involved in, but you'd have to prove all that.
He's out here?
Yeah, he's out there.
Okay. Hi, Ed.
You got social security card?
I do.
That's it?
No.
Why not?
What's going on today?
Nothing. Finished smoking cigars.
Okay. Were you yelling and screaming inside at all?
Hell no, I've been outside.
Okay. No, he was screaming at me.
So she doesn't need to be involved in this discussion.
Yeah.
I would not allow her to be there for that. I honestly, since he's outside, I'd be like, go ahead and walk inside and lock yourself in. Easy. Don't come out, and for any reason. It prevents him from getting in there. Now I only have to deal with him, and then you don't have this like verbal bullshit happening. So it's just going to aggravate this guy and escalate the situation for no good reason.
Screwing him outside?
Outside.
Okay. Can you shut that off so I can hear?
I'm outside.
I see you're outside. Were you yelling at her outside here?
No, I'm screaming at God. You know that.
Why are you screaming at God?
I have opinions.
What's that?
Juan has to be drunk now.
You're in love? Okay, that's good. Unfortunately, though, you can't be screaming outside if it's causing a disturbance, and
I
you're.
didn't disturb anybody.
Well, you disturbed her, and that's why I'm here. She called us.
She didn't call you.
She did, yeah.
Dispatch didn't call you.
What?
Dispatch from downtown did not call you.
Jason, go inside. Yeah, I'd be in the same boat.
No, you can't.
Oh, there's a real police officer.
Yep.
That's a real sheriff.
Thank God.
Yeah, what's he gonna do to you?
He's not gonna do anything to me.
I don't know.
So I don't know why we keep coming back here, Ed, to have
You
to
come
have
back
issues
for no
with you.
reason.
Well,
Chase me all over. You arrest me for no reason.
I'm here because they're
You didn't
claiming you were
sail
being
across
disorderly.
there. They didn't sail me. Who let themselves out of there? I walked. They were right behind me.
So you're not going to get terribly far in this discussion, right? I would at least get him identified and maybe see if he is on the registration list, right? And see if he's within that violation. Because getting into this weird like verbal back and forth isn't going to be terribly productive. If you're stalling so that another officer can do that investigation, fine. But like if this is all you're doing, like you're not accomplishing anything.
I don't know what you're talking about, Ed.
Yeah, what about that room you built?
I didn't build any rooms.
Easy, what's going on?
You know, for rude.
Are you feeling okay today, Ed?
Yes, sir. Hi,
Okay.
Hey, you are sheriff.
We were here yesterday because you
You're not. You're lying.
You may have forgotten, but I was here yesterday. And
Remember you.
Yep, I was here.
I don't remember you.
So we can't continue to keep coming back here because
I
you're.
don't know why.
Sounds like the guy
causing
from Chicago
disturbances.
PD.
I haven't said shit, have I?
I wasn't here when you said anything, but they're claiming that you were out here yelling and screaming at people.
You said you weren't here.
Right. I don't understand what you're trying to say. Can you hang out with him for a minute? I'm going to talk to Mom.
The officer then went inside to speak with the tenants. They reported Edward was behaving very unruly, and everyone in the house wanted him out.
I'll work on getting out of here.
Can't
Okay?
enforce that.
You bet. So, Ed, according to everybody inside, you can't be here any longer.
Yep.
So, do you have a place to go?
Yep. Sure do. I'll get there tomorrow.
Okay. Well, we're going to be here until you're leaving because you can't be here anymore. So go ahead and collect your things, and you can start heading to wherever you're headed to. Still got your room at the Quality, yeah? Go ahead and collect your things, Ed.
I'm getting them right now. I'm smoking a cigar first.
What's that?
So I would do it via a criminal trespass warning, which would include curtilage and like clearly this property line between them. So I would enforce it that way because now you actually have an excuse to use force if you needed to. But them saying we're going to wait here till you're gone, like you're putting yourself in a situation where you're just a civil standby. And this is coming from a municipal cop's perspective. We didn't do that. So it's probably a more efficient way to deal with this situation is say, hey, do you guys want to criminal trespass them from here? If you can do that, fine. If you can't do that, then you shouldn't be getting involved. Or you try to articulate the like NED and ask him if he's doing okay, if he wants to hurt himself, questions like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, she just told me that she wants you to leave.
She said, why you?
Well, my name's not Ed. She said I want Ed to leave.
I don't think she said that.
Do you have anything in the trailer there? No, we're not going to sit here while you... disorderly conduct is a possibility.
I am not cutting your
DOC's a stretch. Only because I didn't see it. If it's a misdemeanor, I don't know that I'm able to enforce and arrest on a misdemeanor outside of my presence. Like, that's not... I don't know about that. Keith, you letting me arrest this guy for DOC right now?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Keith would do... What are you going to hit me with? Rookie, you said what? You're going to do what? Pass that by me one more time.
Yeah.
Well, I was called here because you were yelling and screaming at your sister, creating a disturbance. That's why we were called here. And we're willing to let you leave if you have somewhere else to go without going to jail, but if you're refusing to leave, then you're going to go to jail. I'd rather not do that. So that decision is yours, but I'd like you to make a smart decision and just...
I'm trying.
But leave while we're here. Well, yeah, we're not...
I'm back there. I want a house with my family.
You're going to stay outside.
I don't know where you're going to go.
So I would already be in between him and the door. Would probably be a smart place to go so that we don't end up with like a domestic there, right? I don't know.
I'm going to house with my family.
They don't want you inside.
Shoot it. John, open the door.
Ed, you're not going to go inside the house.
You're doing nothing to prevent him from doing that.
You're not going to go inside the house, Ed.
Ah, shit!
You're going to get tased. Stop.
Tase.
Stop.
Tase my ass. Tase it.
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh, yeah. Love that. What's the matter?
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Relax. Do it now.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Put your hands behind your back. Now. Give me your hands. 904 taser deployed. Put your hands behind your back. Your hands.
Yeah.
Put your hands behind your back.
At this point, continuing to deploy, it's not going to do anything. You're going to get into the realm of cruel and unusual, only because this isn't, and this officer's not doing anything to try to affect the arrest as far as putting him into handcuffs. Now, this guy did a very good job of clenching the like fence post here, the like patio support beam here. But that's kind of why I said beforehand, you probably don't let him get here to begin with. Had they been a lot more forceful before, they wouldn't be in this situation. But here we are. Just basically torturing this poor guy.
Put your hands behind
More
your back.
deployment. Oh my God, he landed one in his face. I don't know, dog. If that landed in his eye... An OC's gonna unmotivate him pretty
Put your hands behind your back now. Give me your hands.
Why are we still... Bro, how many taser deployments? I'd say probably after the second one, he gets written up. If I'm that administrator. And I'm going to say, I'm going to hold this right up over your head, unless you agree to take force defense training. Go take remedial. I'm pulling you off the street. Go take some training, because this is not helpful at all. The other reason I bring this up is because let's say this was an elderly woman. Let's say her demographic was a little bit different, right? And the news decided to get a hold of this, and now you're burning down cities for what? Like, I don't feel bad for Mr. Cigar Smoking pedophile guy here. It's just how you're administrating the force, right? Like, you don't get to just pick it and like probe torture this guy. Like, it's not. This would be the equivalent of throwing him into a cactus plant for no good reason. Like, it's not helping you affect the arrest. At least this guy tried OC, so I give him a bit of a pass. But like, could have grabbed his ankle and drug him away from the thing. Could have tried to work on at least getting his hands off this. He could have done anything else. I would have even blessed like shoving his forehead back to get him into an uncomfortable position to get him to let go of this pole. But like, baton strikes to the forearm would have likely been more effective than what the fuck we're doing now. It's just stupid. I think 15,000 taser deployments.
Behind your back.
Yeah, good.
Put your hands behind your back. Relax. Give me your hands.
You're also running into a situation where if he goes into cardiac arrest, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. This is pissing me off.
My brother.
Put your hands behind your back.
Jerry, help me out.
Do it now. Get your hands behind your
Fuck.
back.
Oh my God, you're killing me.
Put your hands behind your back.
That OC's starting to settle in.
Let's
put the taser thing on the ground. Good idea. What are we doing? Jesus, this is guys, bro. This is like Z tier handcuffing. You know what's sad about this? That was an ineffective taser deployment after 15 probes. Though it successfully created NMI or whatever, it did not get this person into handcuffing. Like, I don't know. I'll eat chill.
Stand up. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to steal my fag, man? I bet. Arrest them! They're right, baby!
Let's search incident to arrest at the car, not here.
What's the charge?
Dude, what is the charge?
What is the charge? They should have. I mean, when he went up the steps, they should have already been over in their cars.
Yeah?
And leaving.
Yeah?
Just go today. We got nothing here.
Because what are they enforcing? Like, they didn't articulate, like, criminal trespass warning. They didn't establish whether or not he was a resident. Like,
nope.
You can't just jack somebody up because the family doesn't want them there. Like, that's not how that works. Like, I don't know, dog. This is sussy, dude.
Some probes quick. Let's walk over to the gray car there. Passenger side. Good start to a Sunday morning.
Bro, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, he went through several cycles, but every time he would pull up the cord, so I'd have to deploy another probe. What's he doing today? Oh, not well. More aggressive today. He tried to, after we told him he had to leave and that he's going to get arrested if he didn't, and try to get back into the house, and then...
This guy genuinely believes he did nothing wrong. That's wild to me. You know how many, like, random crazy people or homeless people or drunk people Keith and I have probably collectively fought and never once had to use a taser to get him into custody? Or OC? By myself at times, like, and for a city cop, I mean, that's unheard of. For county, it's different, but, like, this is wild that he doesn't see anything wrong with this. That's wild.
Being resistive and wrap both arms around that freaking post of the deck
what?
there. They couldn't free him. So
I know that the
several
laws
cycles
are
of the
different
taser.
in different states, but still, it doesn't. This doesn't make sense, and I don't care what state you're in. This doesn't make any sense.
I can't
And the sergeant
imagine.
just like,
What's the charge? You know, like.
yeah.
But y'all got me stressing today.
and spray, and he still fought until we forced him. You know, he didn't really. He'd get through a cycle, and then he would rip the cords. You know.
Ineffective.
So I'd have to deploy another probe into him to get a connection, and then it'd go through another cycle, and he'd do the same thing. I'm gonna take him down to
legit. What I've heard a sergeant say. So how many times did you think you needed to tase him before you realized it was ineffective? That would have been the discussion. This legit would have been days off where I worked. Like not a write up and a no, like days off. This would have failed you in academy. If that was your choice, was to tase him 15 times and run him through multiple cycles. Just because if the first one doesn't work, what are you doing? You know? Like.
Gunner send for med clearance, and hopefully he seems a little calmer now, but just don't know he's going to jail and that he fought with us. They wanted him gone, and I think him going into the house is just going to give us more problems, yep.
What's the
charge? Punch the window down in. We'll get your face rinsed off as soon as we get out of the hospital. Right, Ed, we're going to get you cleaned up, okay?
All right, good. You guys domestic. Now take it over here. I can get out.
Turn your feet out.
I can get out, sir. Don't help me.
I'm just going to help you so you don't fall over.
If you don't help me, I can get out a lot easier.
Okay.
We all can.
A laceration to it.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, that's up to my shoulder.
Give me an explanation. I need to know.
All right.
Poor guy. He's from OC.
During the arrest, the officer also sustained a laceration to his arm that required medical treatment.
Hold on, okay, you got your seatbelt.
What, resisting causing injury to an officer? Is that what we're going with here?
Vivaldi, you in there?
Let's see. Right over here, there's a bench for you.
You want me to kneel so you can take these off?
Nope, you can have a seat.
You sure you want to take these off?
The jail staff will come and take those off.
All right.
As a result, Edward was charged with felony resisting an officer causing injury, misdemeanor counts of disorderly conduct, bail jumping, and he was subsequently released on a $1,000 signature bond.
So,
what the
can you bail jump? Is that a warrant or is that?
That's a warrant.
So did he have an outstanding warrant?
I guess so. They got him for bail jumping.
Right.
It had to have been in the system.
So why not get him identified, get the warrant, and like just arrest him while he's sitting there, right? DOC, I don't buy at all. Like the DOC charges, that's like just as heinous as a resisting charge. And then the resisting, causing injury to an officer, are you charging the guy that tased somebody 15 times because he couldn't just go hands on with the guy? Like, you know what? Like that's my beef is like, if you were going to go 10-15, he should have never gotten up. Right? Like, let's say you actually ran him, took the time to run him, realize he's got a warrant, and like, hey, the warrant fare is going to solve my problem today. Let's just deal with it that way. But like, it's an incredibly piss poor investigation that led to. Imagine even if it was by no malice whatsoever, the officer gets injured because this guy's crazy and he does what crazy people do and not listen to you, right? But this officer has like a life altering injury. Right? Or you get a taser probe that dude in the eyeball. I don't know, dog. That was very bad. Like, is it a heinous crime against humanity? No, but like, that's really bad. Like, I don't know, man. It'd be like me going and like, you know, Keith wants, you know, the pugs out of the house. Were you gonna tase and beat the pugs? Like, I don't know, dog. This is wild to me.
Call 911.
Oh, it was my fault. It did it on accident.
Do what?
I said, try and tase and beat my pug. Somebody's taking.
I was gonna say someone's gonna take a trip to see Jesus.
There's gonna be injuries, yeah.
You say you want to meet Jesus? I'll go punch a ticket for you, dog. Here.
There you go.
Priority mail, same day shipping. Yeah, dude, DOC's. So I'm guessing he's saying they were taking him for disorderly conduct, arrested him, he resisted, and then added the bail jumping? Like, I don't know. That's a weird.
Probably when they got him in ID'd into the jail, they got a printer and everything, and then they either ran his.
It's just bad.
I know, if I remember right, and their millennial confirm for me or not. Only if it was a felony arrest could you run a check.
Oh, to see that?
If it was just misdemeanor Yeah, and then I don't know. I mean, a warrant check on him would.
It's a
They
bench
should
warrant.
just be able to run a 27 on get him. Give him my dude. Figure he's got a warrant. But
Failure to appear for jaywalking. Jesus. It wouldn't surprise me. And like, there are times where you're gonna have, I'm just gonna call them problem individuals or frequent flyers that, yeah, you would bury these people in misdemeanors just to have the warrant, and you'd, hey, try to talk to them. If they're not gonna be cool, then you confirm on the warrant. I let warrants ride all the time. Hey, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go to the next spot. Sweet. They're going to be very compliant today. We leave that warrant on the system. But, like, if they were going to be belligerent or they were going to be, like, digging through people's trash and pulling on people's door handles, then boom. Like, they were going for the warrant. And I didn't have to worry about the rest of the investigation because you had that loaded in the chamber. But, like, if you already been dealing... If they had already dealt with the person before, they should have known he had the warrant to begin with and should have just taken him for that right off the bat. Like... Oh, he's tearing that place up. They don't want him here. Warrant, ferry, and it's done. I get to be done for today. The reports for those are super easy. Confirmed it was the person. Confirmed on the warrant. Took dude to jail.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. That's just very bad investigating. Very bad, like, job knowledge. Like, I'm talking days off at my department.
Okay.
The delivery, and I'm here trying to get the thing. It was a complete accident.
Okay, no, you're not. It's
I
not.
seriously have the food still there, and I'm gonna get penalized for it. I don't even know what to do about that. But it was a complete accident. It was in my pocket.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're not. It's fine. Where are you dropping the food off at?
You would help me out?
Well, it depends on where, but yeah,
It's
I can.
5 minutes up the road right here.
Okay. What's the address? Hey, is there a way that you can contact the person?
This guy's like a food delivery dude, and he just ate shit.
It's like a DoorDash or something.
Poor guy.
Right now,
Call her, let her know that I'm gonna deliver the food for you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Okay.
I got a flat tire, and an officer's helping me. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll run it over for you. I'll call you once I deliver it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Hey, how's it going?
What a cool dude.
Uber Eats delivery driver. He had a flat tire. Hey, yeah, he had a flat tire. He was just 5 minutes down the road, and he accidentally called 911. And when I pulled up, I saw him, and he was telling me everything. And so I figured I'd come and run the food to you.
Do you want a water?
I have some in my car. I appreciate it, though. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. No problem.
What a cool dude.
No problem. Yeah, absolutely.
Let me hit that guy in the leg.
Everything's
Okay.
great. I appreciate
All right.
it.
Yeah, no problem.
Now that's delivery. There you go. Comment done. That's a feel good story. I should have played that one later. It's about to get real spicy. I don't think we're in full spice mode yet, but we're back to taser deployments apparently.
Does that say Los Angeles Kush on his shirt?
It does say Los Angeles. What is that, a soccer team or maybe
Kush? I don't know. I'm not one of the cool kids anymore, but I think Kush is some
Isn't
kind
Kush
of drug.
the hashish?
What do you youngsters answer up?
What's Kush? Sounds like weed to me.
You are in my house and you are trespassing, and that is very bad karma. Very bad karma.
Guy's a former officer, from what I understand.
Yeah, former officer turns
there it is.
into
Yeah,
the
okay, there you
criminal.
go.
So someone starts screaming like that, and Kush is weed. Thank you.
Thanks, Melanie. You're the best.
Yeah, you're like preparing for said fight. I'm assuming they're trying to go 10-15 already because they're already tasing him and stuff. I would consider OCing him at that point just because he's a big boy and there's weapons all over the place. If you OC him, at least he doesn't know where he's going, and then you're probably going hands on, but that's a big guy.
On July 22nd, 2023, officers in Illinois were attempting to arrest a man for trespassing after he refused to leave his mother's house.
See? Not a resident. Confirmed he wasn't a resident. Got criminal trespass, and now they're effecting an arrest for criminal trespass. That's called articulation. Good job on these guys already.
I need you to come on out. I need you to come on
He's
out.
Adipidus.
Okay, you got to come on out. No, you got to. This isn't your house. You need to come on out. Mom doesn't want you here.
She does not want you here, no. Okay? So if that's the case, you don't reside here, you need to leave, okay? We're trying to do this peacefully, okay?
I love you guys.
All right? We're trying to work with you.
So this is your mom's house, not yours, right? Correct. So we don't need a warrant because we have your mom's permission to come in the house.
Okay. Will it bite us? Okay.
No, it doesn't mean it's your house.
Free advice. If there's a dog and you're going to have to go hands-on, get the dog out before you have to go hands-on.
If you have power of attorney.
Free advice.
No.
No, it doesn't work that way.
He doesn't have power of attorney? Oh. And your mom said you don't have power of attorney anyways. No.
You prove it.
Prove to me that you do.
You're going to get 3 options, okay?
That is not a
Either
small
you can leave,
dog.
we can give you a ride somewhere, okay? Or you get arrested for trespassing, okay? All right? So we're trying to work with you, okay? I kind of know your background a little bit. What's that? Huh? You don't reside here? You got to leave. If the person that resides here tells you don't want to leave here, okay?
You're a police officer. You should know this.
Okay.
All right? We're trying to work with you, all
Hank
right?
Schrader. So the Breaking Bad fans are here.
Yeah.
Jamin?
No, you're not pushing me. I'm under arrest.
That's straight to assaulting a police officer.
Yeah, that's when
That's
when
not
the stupid comes out.
Bro, that is, you will be ignorantly adjusted there. Like,
Go.
The fact that dude
I
didn't
mean,
get a knee or
you
elbow to his
legit,
kidneys.
could have pulled a pistol and like smacked him in the face with it.
Yep.
Because at this point, like, he's in a very compromised position right here. Right here, this is almost a VNR, if not a VNR. If an officer did this to somebody else, that would be considered deadly force. That's legit. I'm probably taking a Glock and smacking this dude in the nose.
Yep.
Being like, you let him go or I kill you right now. Like, this is a very, not to mention, if this guy was left-handed, he's on the gun side. Like, this is a very compromised position.
Down! Taser!
Now you don't have it. Now it's no longer that. Like, that's how quickly that could change. Now, Taser Boy here is not helping this poor guy that's in a fight with a grown-ass man.
Right there! Don't move! Get your hands behind your back! Don't
Here, he should help him handcuff him.
Yeah. Drop the damn taser.
This
man.
taser's no longer going to help you. Put him in handcuffs. Control that other arm. One dude per arm, now that he's in a handcuffing position, and on, and it's done. No problems, no issues.
move! Don't move! I got...
Here we are.
Put your hands behind your back now! Now!
Can we get additional?
This is a handcuffing position. Taser Boy here needs to get control. Put a hand behind the back of the elbow here and the other on the wrist, and don't let that hand go away ever again. Like, that's now your arm. It belongs to you. See, this guy's even pinned that other arm. I bet you he goes hidden arm again on this one. He, like, slips it between him and this couch. Probably exactly how this goes down. We're predicting here.
Sir, please stop!
Crazy.
Stand behind your back now!
What is this taser accomplishing? Not a damn thing.
Really, dude?
Put your hands behind your back now!
Just pistol whip this guy.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, we have no idea if there's weapons here. We have no idea, like, any of that stuff. Like, we're past, like, sir, stop. Like, you imagine these bottles start getting thrown. Like, I don't know, dog. This poor
Everybody has kneecaps.
This poor cop was in it to win it, but, like, that's a big man. Like, this is a big human being.
You broke my bar. Jamie, your sister!
Okay, this is now useless. Put it up. Yeah? Can we all collectively agree? This only has one.
Yep.
I had this
Got my
exact same generation of taser, and unless you're going to reload the cartridge, it's done. Like, put it on your belt, call it a day.
10-4. Please stop.
Why are you fighting? What are you doing?
Put your hands behind your back.
Why did you
Put your hands behind your back.
I would just ditch the radio at this point. Like, and the cuffs, like the whole nine. Like, this is.
Hands behind your back now. Please stop. Put your hands behind your back, Jamin.
What are you doing?
Here's again. I think OC is also probably a good idea here. You're gonna be covered with OC. A baton, I'm a little more nervous about, only because you could lose said baton and escalate. This is not a deadly force situation right now, right? We're disengaged. We're fine, but like. Pulling out a baton and then losing said baton, it would turn this into a deadly force situation.
Put your hands behind your back.
What are you doing?
Your mom doesn't want you here. You're under arrest.
And then you just pushed me.
So push your hands behind your back.
For assaulting a peace officer, the whole
You
nine.
came in without a warrant.
We don't need a warrant at your mom's house. Put your hands behind your back.
We're trying to work with you. Prove that it's my mom's house.
Prove to me that it is. It's not.
Know that it isn't my mom's house.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back now.
You are in my house and you are trespassing, and that is very bad karma. Very bad karma.
Okay, I am sorry. I'm sorry that's bad karma. Okay, calm down.
Can we talk to you?
No, it's not going to work that way.
Please to get out.
No, we can't. We're here now. Please.
I am asking you.
Don't do it.
Please to get out.
He's gonna become a pancake.
Please, Stephen, your sister.
In the name of the law,
Something that I would only know. You would
Put your hands behind your back.
I don't know why this guy still has his taser out.
Put your hands behind your back.
Tell me one thing about them that you know.
The sound bite.
would only
push me first.
James, you came in my house.
Push an officer.
Let's de-escalate.
Okay, let's de-escalate.
Let's de-escalate. This guy is cracking me up.
Put your hands behind your back.
This is top tier suspect.
You've done this before. If you can have a seat.
I'm not going to.
Okay,
hang on.
It's not going to work that way.
Hang on.
Okay, so you're gonna have to go hands on and fight this guy. Like,
yeah.
I get that they're maybe waiting for more officers. Like maybe they're stalling because they just tried to fight this guy and it didn't go very well. Like that I kind of understand, but like legit, I probably already OC'd that guy. Like fuck up.
First one or two backups, one goes high-low, and just
that's all you
get him
can
on the
do.
floor.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like, I don't know, man.
You've been an officer, right?
Hang on.
A supervisor, right?
Please, hang on.
You've been a supervisor, right?
You are in my house illegally.
No.
This is not your house.
30 we're 10 for.
You are not 10-4, dog. Like, you are so far from 10-4. Like,
okay. It does work that way.
She has right. No, it doesn't.
It does. You know what the law is. And what's the right for coming in?
What's your address? What's your legal address?
My legal address?
Yes, sir.
I've got several properties.
Okay.
So the one that I have my address at is in Dixon.
Okay, so that's your address in Dixon.
he's an admin. That makes
Okay,
no
you
sense.
going there?
Because I'm here.
At your mom's house?
Yes.
Okay, so you just told me you're at your mom's house.
Oh, you
You
missed
just told me you're at your mom's
suspect
house, right? So you're at your mom's house, correct?
That is not my mom.
Oh, no, we don't have
Okay,
that
who's your
now,
mom?
but
What's your name?
It's a fact.
What's your mom's name?
this is no longer.
Tell me. Breaking
your hands behind
I don't know why they're still talking to this guy, to be honest.
in court. So
I'd be like, let's just hang out, dog.
Tell them to leave.
no, we can't leave.
We can't do that now. Tell them to leave. My intent?
You showed me, man. You've been an officer. I don't know why you would. Own a house, right? That you
Go to a house in Dixon.
okay? What,
I would have the gloves on and everything, dude. Like, I don't know
Your
how
mom
they
doesn't
don't know
want you
it's not
here.
going to go down that way.
it's not. You never push it off.
I'm allowed to defend myself against
Options they gave. Right. Push this. So you've already pointed on place.
because I know that I'm supposed to be.
What if this is like testosterone replacement
Stuff is
therapy or
what I'm
whatever?
thinking.
Okay.
Gone very wrong.
You're gonna lead the way. I gotta grab my body cam. You got thrown off in this whole process, man.
Let's talk outside.
Okay, you first. Go.
We'll talk outside.
We'll work with you, Jammin. You've talked to plenty of people. I know you have.
Come on, Jake.
Okay? Not just on saying
First.
you wanna go first? I'll go first.
Next, please.
No, I'm gonna be the last.
Are we really negotiating with this guy?
Apparently so.
Like, I don't know why he's even getting to have a say-so in how this whole thing goes down. Like, this is... You'd have told me to shut up if this was me. Like, oh, I'll leave first. Shut your mouth, rookie. Like, I don't know, dog.
The fight's in here. Don't go
Boy,
inside.
if you don't come over here and grab this man, I'm gonna whoop your ass myself. Like, I don't
Last
know,
one out, okay? Right? Yeah. So,
Let's go.
There's no way.
no,
There's no way.
you're stepping out first. Okay? You're stepping out first,
There's no
Jamie.
way.
Let's go.
He fights here for sure.
Let's go, man. This ain't worth it. Dude, this ain't you.
There's no way.
You.
I know it's not. And what I'm doing is the right thing.
Honestly, I'd probably tackle him here. At least there's no weapons here.
Push him towards the door.
I just like leg sweep him or something. You just kind of collapse his legs like a good old wrestling move, you know, just like a double hook, like double underhook, you know. If I could just do it there, the worst thing he's gonna do is hit you with a cat tree. Like, I'd do it there. That's a pretty good
Give him
spot.
a side kick to the knee.
Anything, dude.
Yes.
I just do it here. You got both sides. He can't run anywhere. Like, fight him there.
When you fought him, he's the right thing? I don't think so.
I believe you broke the law.
No.
He's not moving. Crazy.
No.
It's like I can predict the future.
I need you to go outside.
Is this third officer not going to help? Jesus.
Just step on out, man.
There's like 2 of them outside, right?
There's at least one.
You
I
asked for
see
one
there's
officer to go out. He went out, right? He's stepping out.
I stepped out and then you wanted to talk.
Right, and so now I'm letting you out, and then I'm going to come out.
We're at this place. You were forcing your way in. So
Are we still negotiating
I
with
know.
this guy?
So, I mean,
my God.
Your mom? Respect, if you think that's your...
That means that I own this house now.
No, it does not mean that.
That's not the way it works. And if you think that's the way it works, then you'll have your day in court, Jamie. Okay. Okay?
What did...
Back until...
Oh my God. Now we're tasing him for the umpteenth time. I tell you what, though, a grown ass man just showed up. That's a big man. Hell yeah.
Turn around.
Notice he didn't hang out. He immediately went hands on. How long was this guy here before we went hands on? Hold on.
You're gonna get tased again.
This man shows up.
But you're gonna get tased.
So
behind your back. This is your last
Says, what do we got?
So you're gonna have to put your hands behind your back.
That's
Okay?
an adult right there.
He's already fought with me.
I tased him.
Me, grab me.
I believe they entered illegally.
No, you don't.
Okay.
They don't have a warrant.
Well, they're here, so
put your hands behind your back.
They didn't have a warrant.
Put your hands behind your back.
They can't.
Jimmy, put your hands behind your back.
Maybe they were just waiting for the big dude to show up.
Turn around. Turn around. Don't do it.
There you go.
Well, at least he's outside.
Now we can get stupid with it.
I don't know why they tased him.
Now, I got your taser. I got your taser. Put your hand. Watch your arm. Put your hand behind your back now. Now.
Taser Boy, for the second time in a row, has chosen not to contribute to effecting the arrest and to just yell at him and tase him.
I do like their patch.
This is kind of a classy patch, though. I'll give him
It's
that.
a good looking patch, yeah.
The K-9 officer looks, I liked his uniform. He looked really sharp. And then these Tahoes also look very nice. They're very new. They look spiffy and well maintained here. They got a lot of all the new accoutrement. It's very nice.
You got one?
He's locked up. He's locked up.
Put your hands behind your back.
How many times are we going to cycle this? What is Taser Boy doing, dog?
Yeah. Thanks.
We're even. You pretend you didn't even come. You
still
come back
fighting him?
tomorrow. You give me 1 day. Nope. And we're
It's not working that way.
We are so far past. We are so far past. When I tased him with her, this one, yours. One up top. No, yours is still here. Okay.
I wasn't actively resisting.
Dude.
I couldn't move because of the.
Brother. You were actively
Brother.
shoved me and ran.
You're so far past
I
that.
was free.
This guy's delusional. This guy was a police officer.
Jamie, Polo's here too.
Stand up. Stand up.
I don't know why they don't just stretcher him at this point. Like, put him on a stretcher, take him in an ambulance, handcuff him to the stretcher. Like, I never understood this either.
Jamie, come on.
He's gonna be dumb about it.
Let go of my pants.
Jamie, come on, let's go.
Oh!
What are we doing?
Let go of me. Now. Let go.
Is he detained?
So, do you have a taser still, Tish? No.
Do you have a taser still? Keith, man, deputies are taking L's all day. Dude, oh my God. Keith, you're missed. Your generation retired, and I don't know what the fuck happened, dude. But What are we doing? I like how Taser Boy here is now holding and caressing his head. Still not helping to do anything other than, I don't know, lay a prayer on this guy or something.
Let go of my pants. Go ahead. Help me. Let go. Help me.
Why are we tasing
Let go of
him?
my pants.
Oh, is he trying to do a pressure point, you think? I don't know if there's one
If
up
he
here.
is, I don't know if there's.
I don't think.
I can't tell if that's a side. If it is, I mean, yeah, there's
Maybe.
one.
Is there one right here? I don't know. I took a class on it, but I don't remember half of those. Yeah, I think he's trying to do a
That's
pressure
the mandibular angle.
Oh, you named it, my dog.
Stuff.
I don't know. I don't know about the punches. Come on. What are we doing? You can't get him to let go of your pants?
Let's go.
So this isn't hold. This isn't old.
Oh, has he got the guy's arm in between his elbow? Is that what it is? He's because his hands.
No, the guy's grabbing the other dude's pant leg. That's what he's doing. But I don't get it, dog.
And you do. And you know that. And that's against the law.
Full time.
Get in.
Stand up now.
Get in. I will get in.
All right, this is your last chance.
I will get in.
All right. Get in now.
I will get in. I will get in. Oh, yeah.
Like you said.
What are we
Fire
doing?
transport him to the jail. Just
What
strap
are we
him down.
doing, dude? Because you take a bed sheet, literally, roll him over the bed sheet a few times, pick him up, put him in the stretcher, handcuff the hell out of him to the stretcher, and just have them take him. It's not hard. I've had them take him to the jail like that. Like they never left the stretcher they were on. They went to the hospital, medically cleared him, went to the jail. I said, now jail staff will drag you. I was like, they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And they even have Sallyport doors and everything that are designed for stretchers to go in and out. We'll get you all the way to the holding cell and then dump you in there. Like, this is not a complicated equation, man.
Let me get.
He's a big dude, and I get that. Like, he's probably a 400-pound guy, but...
Dude, get in the truck.
You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. But you help me.
Bro, we're just struggle busting, dude. What is going on?
Sergeant at all. Let's get.
What are you doing? Get my foot.
Let me go and I will. Let me go for today and I will.
Ow!
Let me go for today and I will.
Fucking get off my foot! God damn it! Now! God damn!
What are we doing?
Knock the fucking shit off!
Okay.
Are you? You don't twist my freaking foot! Do you understand me? Get up!
How is a handcuffed dude...
Get the fuck up now! Do you understand
What
me?
is he doing? This is kind of romantic at this point. I don't know what's going on, dude. Like... I tell you what, if this wasn't a former cop, and if this guy was of a different demographic... Let's go back, hold on a couple frames here. This is what would have been on the news.
Yeah.
All because you don't know how to get somebody in a patrol car. Do better, dude. There's like 5 of y'all here.
You did it, resist.
I did it for this. An unlawful arrest.
What are we
Let's see if
doing?
we can get maybe a van.
We're 1034. We're still officer in distress here. We're still officer in distress here.
I'm getting up.
I still need unit
You now
code.
have my foot between your leg and twisted it. You understand? If you had my leg between your feet, fight who twisted it.
This is what I do with my babies.
No, it's not the fact. I refuse every. Get up.
Do we ever get this guy to the jail? Rumor has it he's still there in that front yard. Like,
I swear I broke no laws and I may have very strict rules.
Okay, let's go.
You know it.
Was arrested for 6 counts of battery on a peace officer. I buy that.
Yeah.
Oh, domestic battery. So he hit someone there. That's probably why he got left. And then criminal trespass. I do buy. They didn't hit him with resisting.
Come on, stand up.
He qualified for that.
Come on.
I will not.
Come on. All right, let's go.
64 days in jail.
Are you trying to grab my leg again? Dude.
Bro, like grab a limb. Everyone grabs a limb, and you just drag them at that point. Like, this is not a complicated equation. Bro.
Don't twist my. leg! Ouch!
What are we doing?
God damn! Get off of him! I'm going to break your f***ing arm! Ah! Ah! Stop! It's an accident! Get off of him! It's an accident!
Because of an injury.
Video, hit the subscribe button for
A handcuffed dude. Like, bro, I'm just now impressed by the suspect, dude. Like, he was an absolute.
Was there any notes in there? Or
oh shit!
Oh, you closed it.
I closed it.
Okay.
I was
That's
done
right,
with
I'll
that
pull it up in
video.
the chat.
Oy. I don't know, like, was he resisting? Sure. And is it resisting causing injury to an officer? Sure. But, like, I have had very large human beings resist like that, and it's like me and two 20-year-olds. That is all I got to go put them into custody, and, like, we figured it out. Like, I don't know, dog. I'm stressing. I don't know, dude. Like, maybe they can't afford to fire anybody there, but like, if I had to show that to Keith and Keith was my supervision, Keith probably just quit. He'd be like, you know what? There's no saving this. I think I'm done. That's wild. Now, was he a big dude? Sure. And should the guy get charged? Yes. This was all of the suspect's fault, but you just let the suspect dictate the terms of how that arrest was going to go down. And because you failed to keep control of him, that's why that officer got injured. It wasn't just the guy being a jackass. Although he was.
But she was fighting me, and I knew
Night
I was
Cop,
only going to be in
was
there
it
for
you?
15 minutes, and I
Bro,
swear to
hold on. If this was his, is this your video? If that was his video, I got consequences.
God, it was 15 minutes.
On June 3rd, 2023, dispatch received a call from the Walmart manager reporting that a woman had left her child in her car on a scorching 91-degree summer afternoon while the car was off. The officer arrived just as the woman was about to leave.
How long was she in there? About 30 minutes, bro. She was in the vehicle for 30 minutes? That was her daughter? Granddaughter. Did I call?
Bro, Walmart loss prevention. Getting at you.
I guess who
found her?
You found her?
Yeah. I was walking the parking lot there in the parking lot like I normally do, and as I passed by, I noticed I could barely see a little head over the steering wheel. Like, she wasn't even passing the window, dude. She's, like, small. And I was like, what the heck?
Bro,
and then,
God
like,
bless
I kinda, like,
Walmart loss
did a little
prevention.
loop around the vehicle to see if there was people in the back seat.
Real heroes.
And there wasn't, and that's when I knew right away. And the vehicle wasn't on.
So we're called for.
It's because I left. She didn't have shoes. She didn't want to get down.
Also parked super fucked up.
I was only in there, I swear to God, for 15 minutes. I went to get a rake and a blower, and that's the only reason why I
No license plate.
left in there. I left all the windows down. She was in the shade.
It's like a Trailblazer, right? Chevy Trailblazer?
I swear to God, it was...
You had the vehicle off?
Yeah, I had the vehicle off. And I had all the windows cracked, though. And I swear to God,
It still gets hot in there.
I
man.
know.
It still gets really hot in there.
I know, and I don't do this. But she was fighting me, and I knew I was only going to be in there for 15 minutes. And I swear to God, it was 15 minutes.
It's like granddaughter or what?
Because I went and got two things, and I came right out. And I know
Check out this
that it's really hot. And
Explorer.
that's why I rushed in and I rushed out. I would never leave her in there longer than that.
Is that your daughter or your granddaughter?
It's my granddaughter.
Granddaughter?
Yeah, but I'm raising her.
For now.
My daughter left her with me. My daughter's an addict.
It's all making more sense.
But anyway, I don't want to get there. But I know I don't do this often, and I swear to God,
This is
never
all
leave her
tracking.
in there longer than
But look at this man. Okay.
15 minutes.
He gets an A+ for officer presence. My dog.
You know, I'm not
Like clean shaven. Look, he's born for this, dog.
type that's going to go shopping in Walmart for an hour and leave my children.
Yeah, well, I mean, when people see kids inside of a vehicle.
But I swear to God, to you guys, I'm telling you.
Because she's sweating. I can see it like her hair's mad at her head because she's been sweating so much. That's how quick these cars get.
No, I
especially here in the desert.
Sweep the leg.
Keith.
Especially in this area. So, she get all her names.
Goat Glitcher? What a weird name.
She told the police that the child was fighting with her and did not want to go, so she parked the car in the shade with all the windows down. However, CCTV footage showed that she only had two windows slightly open, and the vehicle was not in the shade.
Well, I didn't want to approach the little girl, and then, because she had a phone on her, I didn't want her to dial 911 on me. So I was, like, kind of adamant about, like, approaching her. Because she had a phone on her, so I was like, well, she should be able to call with grandma.
Did fire give her medical attention? Or they checked on her? Or?
No, they didn't even do nothing. No. They were right here, parked the grocery entrance, and I told them, hey, we got a kid. Doctor over there, they pulled up. That's when the grandma pulled up. Okay. And I believe they told this manager that, because the parent was here, she's okay. Okay. They would check her.
Freaking hot outside.
I mean, fire doesn't have the lawful authority, I guess, but like, I don't know, dog.
Didn't. Maybe they left the chili on the stove and they had to get back or something.
I guess, dude. What? Like, bro, if Walmart LP is getting involved, like, I get it. Like, your job's to go cook the chili and I guess stare at fires when they happen. But, like, bro, you got to step up. Like, that's some bullshit.
Well, yeah, I mean, at least America would apply here. You know, if they're trying to... anybody, I'm going to tell y'all, if you see a kid in a car, if you have to, break the glass.
Bro, break the window.
Don't worry about it.
All that.
You're trying to... stupid.
I have a lot of not nice things to say, but I'm going to let it go.
There is no sheet there.
I'm going to get us kicked off the internet. I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to be a better man today.
That's when I pushed the vehicle closer.
And she said she was scared, or she looked scared?
She looked scared. She went from the driver's seat to the back seat and like kind of stood and sat in the corner to like get, I guess not away from us, but to get in a more secure position where she felt to her. It was really hot.
Bro. Glass would have been broke. Kid would have been out and hanging out in Walmart. That's fine.
Yeah.
For as long as that took. Nah, dog. I get it. We're like subject matter experts on this, but like free advice if you happen to be watching this, you're fine. Not a cop in the world that's gonna get mad at you for advocating for a kid's safety. Like, I don't care. I don't care if it was for 2 minutes. Don't care.
Is that your current address?
Yes. Can I just put it in this truck? No. I just have all the windows cracked. I'm not trying to make excuses because
all the vagrants here. All the vagrants in this area.
Yeah.
Man, hook her up.
You have the lawful authority.
Yeah, hook her up.
This is pretty straightforward. Let's have the powwow. Let's be like, yes, we have what we have.
The woman was charged with abandonment of a child. YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen.
Let's take her to jail. Stupid. Okay. Now it's getting spicy. Viewer discretion is being advised. We get to the more sketchy part of the stream, so be advised. Greenville County deputy.
Please turn it down. I think you ain't doing nothing. You're getting off on it apparently. Please.
Greenville County 911. What's the location of your emergency?
Hey, dude, I'm begging you, man. Turn my fucking mouth for your goddamn ego, motherfucker. Turn it down.
Sir,
come on.
hello?
No, good. You ain't getting fair. No, I'll take you. I'm a man. I did wrong.
Sir, hello?
I ain't get murdered for your ego. I mean, I'm not, but I ain't doing right. Dick in
hello?
Shit. You sit here and just, it ain't happening. Stop that shit.
Sir, hello?
Can't be fair, man.
911, hello? Hello?
It's fair. Seriously, fair. It's fair. Turn the motherfucker down so he can talk, man. So I quit burning like how to think.
Hello, 911?
So I know it sounds weird that dispatch is still talking to them, but typically what will happen on these open 911 lines is they'll dispatch it as a priority 1 disturbance. So likely what's happening behind the scenes is there is a call currently being created, and they're sending it to dispatch to say, hey, go ahead and get this thing sent.
Come on, man. Please save my human spirit and soul and my ego, you know what I mean? Well, I'm telling you, I've had enough. You can just watch us.
Sir.
No, what sucks is they can only give like a localized. They would have had to authorize a ping. likely they would have done that. So you'd have applied for a warrant, gotten the ping. The ping goes to whoever the service provider is, and then that service provider will give you a generalized location. What sucks as a cop is... Ooh. Shit. So, that's a spicy meatball. Holy shit. Hey, girlfriend. Hey, girlfriend. Let's get our gun out, yeah?
It's coming from inside the house.
You're being calm, at least. Come on, girlfriend. Let's get in this gunfight, yeah? No? You're good? You're good, I guess. I'm glad she's
unobserved.
I'm glad she's okay. Shit.
I got a couple more.
They might not have gone in her direction or whatever, but like, I'd at least want it out.
Someone can come up from the Pendleton.
There we go.
Just hold what you got. We don't.
I actually agree completely with this tactic, only because you don't know if you're getting shot at or if somebody in the house is getting shot at or just a crazy person shooting up there. You will have to investigate, but like, you are not walking into a good situation currently, because you have no idea where they're looking at from, how many suspects there are, how many gunmen there are, whether or not you got hostages. You don't know about any of that stuff. I will give free advice. If you have to approach a environment like this, do not go through common egress points. This is going to be front doors, front windows. It's where they expect police to be. You're going to want to visually look there probably, but don't just go walking up to that, because that is how you get shot. Try to find side ways to do it. Maybe attack it from two different angles so that they can't be in both places, right? If one officer decides to is getting fired at them, the other officer it's called an L-shaped ambush for a reason. But just be careful when you're approaching these. My boy does not have a hollow cell. Oh, he's about to get attitude adjusted. Yep. Thank you.
1041 Alpha, 1041 Alpha, 1031 Bravo. Suspects down. Suspects down. 1041 Alpha.
Bro, what an animal.
No, I can't. No, hold it. We need to hold this guy.
He's in it to win it. One, good on him for ending that gunfight before it started. The only downside to this, right, and this is kind of why I think law enforcement's a sketchy situation. Let's say someone went into this guy's home, they got into a gunfight, and this was actually my victim. You have no way of knowing that, right? This is where law enforcement gets sketchy and being armed and all of this stuff gets complicated. However, given the circumstances, somebody's shooting off gunshots, you're probably going to act this way. I would have liked to have heard a verbal component to this, even if it was in the midst of firing, but like give a verbal component of like so-and-so police, whatever, for legal reasons. In a civilian context, you don't have to do that as much because you're playing on your home turf, but from a law enforcement standpoint, train yourself to give announcements anytime you got to point a gun at somebody, get that out of your mouth.
You want Arch Street?
You do still have an unsecured area, though.
Greenville Bravo 37, I need you to get online with that 1024 and see what we got going on here. We have a white male down. He had a rifle. He was firing it into the house, yelling at somebody. We have no idea if a victim's inside. Hey, we need to push up. We need to see if we got a victim here. Let's go.
Good on him.
Sounded like a female.
Look at this guy vacuuming his front yard. I'm gonna skip by that. Okay, I was about to say I'm gonna skip by that. Good on him for knowing though that they got to address. Hey, we might have a victim here. Let's go ahead and push to make sure that we're good. He was giving announcements. I'm assuming, I guess they saw him shooting at the house, maybe, or got that information. I don't know. He figured it out. Good on him. Was the call taker heard gunshots before all that happened? Heard gunfire. Da 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 da. There was no victim or any other person located on the property. Following the shooting, a standard. Wow, that's a weird one. That's a weird one. He just called and was shooting at an empty house. That's very weird.
Something.
Officers respond to a call about a woman who pulled a gun on her boyfriend.
You guys all stay out here. We're going to make sure no one's
Your
inside.
kid's gone. We're just going to make sure everybody's all right inside.
You searched me already. You don't have to do all that.
No, stay out here.
Oh, yeah. I am.
I noticed
I hope you
there's
didn't
a
harass my
garbage
son
bag
downstairs.
here. I don't know what's in there, but
Thank you, sir.
You said there was a BB gun?
Yes, I got it in my garbage bag downstairs.
Okay. And you said that there was a gun involved so that we would actually come?
Yes, I seen the gun. I mentioned the gun. It was a BB gun. Never seen it. Took it from her. I called the cops. When there was a gun involved, it was a BB gun. So it's not no false accusations or anything like that. There is actually a BB gun involved.
And that's outside?
It's outside, yeah.
You got an idea on you?
I do not, sir.
What's your first name?
It is, I don't feel comfortable actually giving you my first
We're
name.
investigating
I can give you my lawyer's name, Richard Fenberg. I can give you my lawyer's name.
You can give us your name.
Okay, I can give you my Richard's name. My
No,
lawyer's name.
we don't need your lawyer's name. We need
I know. You can give my lawyer's name though.
Okay, we're not preventing movement well enough here. Once somebody starts being uncooperative and you have a good offense as far as like, or at least a good investigation, you have articulable, reasonable suspicion to detain people for a potential crime. We have a domestic involving a firearm or potentially a firearm. Control where people are moving, right? Start to get a little bit more assertive about that. You have articulable, reasonable suspicion, use it.
That's fine. I'll call him. Because I called the officer, sir.
Yeah.
So I should not be
And
harassed.
that's why we're here.
Okay.
Not being harassed.
Okay.
You called
There's a cop in here. I guess I'm less upset about it.
We came out here.
And
we're here to investigate what's going on. And now you don't want to give us your information.
I just did.
Did you call?
I did.
You gave us your name?
I did. And on the phone. So you should maybe go through your record and find out. So please, back off me. Because I'm calling my lawyer for this harassment.
You call whatever you want to.
Who?
It's not harassment. You call us, you said there was a gun, which you knew there wasn't. It was a BB gun, which you admitted to. You said you called us and said there was a gun.
I called an
so that you
officer.
could get it.
check my neighbors, please. I live here.
Richard, I'm talking to Officer 675 from Oak Lawn, also 379 from Oak Lawn. Richard, I called about a disturbance, about a firearm involved. It was a BB gun. I explained to the officer. I even acknowledged and even told him location of the firearm, of BB gun. Now, he's harassing me about my information. I told him I don't feel comfortable about giving him my information. I give him your information. You are on the line, my son. Hey, don't talk to me.
Where did you place
Don't
the
talk to me.
firearm
Don't
that
talk
you
to me.
said was here?
It's
Where
7.
did you place the firearm?
You have no questions. I'm not in an investigation. You can suck it for all I care. I'm not on investigation, sir. So I'm on record with my Richard.
We had a cuff and release policy where if I had to handcuff somebody and then I released them, it was considered a use of force. So it would generate a use of force report. I would eat that report if it de-escalated the situation to where at least I had that person in a situation where they couldn't escalate it. I'd rather just get the fight over with, right? And you're going to talk to the guy right first. Going to do your best to verbally de-escalate this. This is already past him complying, right? I wonder who else they've interviewed, if they've interviewed anybody else, to see if maybe they have an offense or something, but he said a disturbance, which we don't know what that means, right? I don't hear any questions about people getting pushed, shoved, hit, threatened, prevented to leave, not prevented to leave. There's a lot of other questions that would equate a offense. Currently, where the firearm's located is neither here nor there as to whether or not there's an offense, right? Unless you live in a commie state and the presence of a firearm is the offense, but I don't know. That's my take. I don't know that they have any other law enforcement interest in it unless they have those questions answered. I'm down to detain them for it, but I don't think they really have anything else. Keith, my off base.
Negative.
I'm in record with my lawyer. I hope you got a dash cam going on or a body cam going on, because I told you and acknowledged where the is the firearm. I told you where the it's at. I don't give a what tell me nothing. Hey, suck it. I don't gotta tell you nothing. It's on record. I already told the officer anything else. So suck it. Your ass
There's a bunch of bags down there, though. It's not happened to be in one of those bags.
It's in a garbage bag.
It's in a garbage bag downstairs?
Yeah, it's a BB gun with a silencer.
All right, I'm going to go check, make sure it's
please.
Out front?
Right here. It could be either or.
All right. We're gonna go take
it might be up his ass around the corner for being the dickhead. Richard, I called about a domestic.
If this guy's leaving the apartment and he knows there's no offense, he needs to tell him that. And then they can leave rather than being in this weird argument.
I want to get my belongings out.
Because if you don't have an offense, you don't have an offense. I would leave because you're doing nothing but escalating it at this point. Your presence alone is going to escalate it. But he needs to step up and say that. I have left. I've gotten into an argument with somebody like this. Them say, we don't have nothing. And I'm like, cool, deuces. That's perfectly fine. I would rather that than this turn into something for no good reason.
Almost all my belongings is out in the alley. All the officers have to do is escort me out. Now they're going out and beyond, asking for a firearm where I acknowledged of it and located it for them. It was a BB gun to begin with.
Dispatch informs officers that the suspect also has an active protection order against him, and he is currently violating it by being at this address.
There we are.
Jail. Done. We're going into handcuffs. Like, the second dispatch articulates that 10, 15 times 1. Push this lady back into that apartment. Hook this guy up. Done. It's also probably why he didn't want to identify himself.
Active?
Active. It's for Marco, and I believe that's you, correct?
For what?
Are you Marco?
That's your name?
For what? No.
Your mom just called you Marco, man.
Yeah.
For what? Oh, are you talking about a what? A restraining order is squashed by court. Court ordered.
You got
Richard
paperwork?
Lambert. Yes, I do.
Where's your name?
Not right now at the moment. She has it. You can ask her for it.
Active
You can even
system?
ask her. It's not been the incident. It has not been the first incident where this has happened, where it has came up.
Wow.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Oh,
All of these guys are looking at the person with the body cam on, that they're looking at him like, dog, what are we doing?
Like for a tip, yeah. What's up?
What are we doing? Are we taking this guy? Are we leaving? Are we whatever? That's what this is. Both of these guys are staring at him.
Oh, well, guess what? I'm going to sue you guys for arresting me for false education because she has paperwork that it has been dismissed. No, Richard.
Please change your
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Hey, mommy. You want phone? Mommy. I know. I'm not resisting. That's cool. Let her come up and she will tell you the full explanation.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Hey, A+ for handcuffing. Good job.
A false accusation.
You're being detained. You're being detained at this time.
Okay.
Is your wallet in here?
Yes, this is my wallet. You don't have to.
Okay, if he's detained, you're not searching him, okay? Chill. You can frisk him. Don't be going into wallet. Don't be going and searching.
Search me for it.
Well, you're under arrest. Well, you're under arrest now.
Okay, well then that's different.
They said I'm under detained.
Take a look at this.
For what? I'm detained. Yeah, I know. Cool. No, until I get an active report of her. You have to come to her though.
Stop it.
If a taser comes out, I quit. I swear if a taser comes out, I quit.
Stop resisting. Knock it off.
You go.
Stop, ma'am. Do not walk up on that. Pick him up. I got his feet.
Congratulations to them.
Yep, I got his feet. Doesn't matter. Let's go.
I'm not even kicking.
Resisting.
I'm not even
It's an added charge. Do not walk up on that.
I'm not even
Oh, they gotta go. Oh, thank God they don't have to go downstairs.
Wait, why you guys do not walk up on them when he's going to jail.
Give this man a medal. This is a great backup officer. That's an animal. He said no. And didn't ask. He was like, you are not going that way. All right, we'll tune you up. He gave her that energy. This is compliance.
He's active order protection.
No, it's not active.
They just verified it.
No, they're not.
No, our dispatch verified it. That's why he's being
It's the
taken
record you
off.
got.
True.
So we asked him for paperwork to prove otherwise. He refused to give us any. That's where we're at.
I can ask him for paperwork when those
I asked him for
Paperwork they have can be altered.
How are they supposed to
Also, you're gonna
with
go.
what
You're
this
gonna
guy
go
says.
based off that record. The online record that you have and can verify with is what you go with. This discussion's null and void.
give you paperwork when you guys are intimidating him and talking to him the wrong way?
No, he was.
You don't even live here.
Ma'am, this is on record. So he's the one talking to us that way. Meanwhile, he has an active order
There's
protection.
no need to get
Which
into
he's in
that.
violation of. We placed him in custody, and now he wants to fight with everyone here. So
Because
that's
it's
where we're
not
at.
active.
Nope, you lost your privilege there.
You're gonna harass me?
Like a little baby.
You're gonna harass me? You're gonna harass me. That's mine. Okay, can you put me down? My arm.
Now, shout out to these officers for like not taking no shit and just handling up. I am proud. It was a good day.
You guys are so out of shape. Look at you guys.
Buddy.
I know, you guys are so out of shape. Walk in there. Hey, respectfully, I'll put him down. I'll walk in there. Hey, come on, I'll walk in there, bro. Get yours. Do you want to search me before I go in there?
Shows that it's not active. What's gonna?
You didn't want to provide anything.
Fine. Can I drop the charges?
Well,
Where's the paperwork in that? I'm
you
asking you
drop
honestly.
No.
I
thought it was
earlier. Because I didn't be a Zoom.
The judge is at home drunk. We're not doing anything.
Bro. These are the types of domestics. It's like every other week. They don't want to break up. They keep going back and forth. A judge is like, clearly y'all can't sort it out, so I'm going to put a PPO. Like, come on, man.
We don't have that right now, but we still need to find out exactly what played out here. Because whether he thought this turns out to be a BB gun or not, based on one of his statements, he's claiming you pulled a firearm on him that he believed was a real firearm, and that's when he called the police.
Yeah, maybe it's just butthurt because I didn't want to be with him anymore. You know, just asking him to leave my house. Because I had to work in the morning, and I was trying to get some sleep.
Well, I can't help you make decisions until you choose to let me in place here.
Yeah, I know. So when it
Where
does...
did we get to the point where we're pulling a gun on somebody? I guess that's where, when we're saying what went on here tonight, that's kind of what we're trying to figure out.
I understand that Chicago guys take that seriously, and I respect that. Like I said, it was the BB gun. He was kind of messed up. I don't know if you notice, he never really disrespects and acts out of pocket like that, which I'm embarrassed by the way, but it was a BB gun.
Fine, but if he doesn't believe it's a BB gun,
then he could be drunk and out of his mind. I don't care, but it was a BB gun. I don't even have a gun. I don't believe in guns.
why did you pull the gun on him? How about that? Why don't we start there?
Why did I pull it on?
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to scare him.
For what reason?
Because I just wanted to leave my house.
It's a lawful use of force, is it not?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't live there. He's currently committing a felony by approaching a house that he's like, there's a PPO on it.
Yeah.
She pulls a
It's a
gun,
violation.
fake or not, right? She pulls a gun on him to make him leave, to scare him to leave. It was ineffective, but like, in Texas, that's lawful. Mind you, they're in Illinois, so it's whatever. But, I mean, that's not an offense. I mean, it is. Technically, it's brandishing, but like, or deadly conduct, or whatever you want to call it, ag assault, whatever. But it would be considered justified if she's getting him to leave a primary residence that he doesn't belong in. Like,
Okay, because he wasn't welcome to be here and you wanted him out.
Pretty much, yeah. I had work in the morning. I have a very important job today.
Was there any arguments before you pulled the gun on him?
No, we were just discussing some things, but it wasn't like anything out of pocket.
You were just ready for him to go and...
Pretty much, I just wanted my sleep.
So you weren't in fear of him. You just pulled the gun, which he believes was a real gun.
Yeah, I just wanted him to leave.
Okay, I got news for you.
So, the way they asked the question's a little sussy, but they did articulate the need, and there is a need for fear. He placed you in fear. Now, to be fair, his mere presence there would have been a felony, and she's trying to prevent said felony. That's not how she articulated it, right? It's also why lawyers tell you to shut the fuck up, but he's trying to, his line of questioning was to say that she was not in fear, and she only pulled it on him to threaten him. Yeah. To say that it's ag assault because she doesn't have the justification of I'm in fear of serious bodily injury or harm. Thus, I pulled the gun. I don't know how I feel about that. Don't get me wrong. Is this lady probably problematic? Yes, but I don't know that I'm dropping a felony on a lady if I'm arresting this guy for violation of a PPO. Like, BB gun or not, or whatever. Like, I don't know about that.
Pull out a gun.
PPO or to put her in fear.
That's what I mean.
You know what I mean?
Like, is
So
the
it's
PPO
like-
not there for that? Like,
Yeah, that's the whole purpose of the filing. You know, is to he's not supposed to be around her. So if I was waving swords or
you know what I mean, though? Like,
whatever, you know, it's like whatever, dude. Hey, he's
I
under
don't,
PPO.
I don't buy that, dude. Like, this is a fucky charge.
To scare them, and they believe it's a real gun. Guess what?
What?
That's an ag UUW charge.
Well, I don't know that.
Because
I don't have a record.
he believes it's a real weapon that's being
I don't
pointed
know,
at.
dog.
But I don't have a record. I don't know any of that stuff.
You're saying something, but I don't think you, like...
She's a victim.
That's what I'm getting at here.
So treat her like a victim. Good night, ma'am. Thank you. You're gone. You know, this follow-up bullshit? No. Screw Chicago.
Dude, like... This is an L, dude. Like, you are not... You are articulating it. It's not that she's necessarily feeding it to you, but, like, I don't understand this line of questioning at all.
That's great. But you just committed a felony.
In my own house?
Yeah. Pointing a gun at somebody when you weren't in fear of your safety, which you just said, and you pointed a gun at him? Stop talking.
No shit, right?
I just wanted some sleep. Please don't take me to
Yeah, that's not how it works.
Oh my God.
So,
please.
They're hooking this lady up. Oh my God. You know what upsets me about this? This is why people don't call the police. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, he feels like he's doing the right thing. This is what kills me about this shit. This and then Taser Boy, Mr. Taser Bukkake man, like fully believe they're doing the right thing. That like they are now holding up the mantle of justice and like protecting the community. Like, I'm not saying this wasn't like a very toxic domestic relationship, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
I'm just praying. Please, just let me pray.
we're not praying. We're going to jail. Stand up. Stand up. Come on. Stand up.
He's really pumped about this.
Stop resisting.
All right, stand up, right? Stand up with us. Ready? One, two, three. Ready? Okay. Stand up.
You know what's wild too? Who's his victim, right? His victim is the guy that is in violation of the PPO, right? But did they ask him if her pointing the gun at him put him in fear? Do you have a victim? Like, bro, like... If I was the dictator of the world and this was my police department, that would be the last day that guy wears a uniform.
Stand up.
It's a shitty area. She'll never call the cops ever again.
I want to, please. I'm not resisting. Stand up.
An ID, shoes, something like that.
Marco was charged with obstructing identification, violation of an active order of protection, and resisting obstructing officers. They are innocent until proven guilty in a lawful use of a weapon. Marco was charged with
What was she charged for?
While the female was taken to jail for aggravated unlawful use of a weapon, Marco was charged with
Bro, fuck Chicago for that, dude. In no way. That would have gotten to the jail. The jail supervisor would have called my supervisor, and my supervisor would have been like, "I need you to come stop by my office." Like,
yep, shred that.
I would have that would have sent me right to the no-no house. That is wild to me. Like, dude, what's shitty too is like her friends, people that watch this are gonna be like, "See, this is why I don't call police." And maybe like, for daddy issues or whatever it is, like you have a taste in bad men, or you didn't realize they were bad people until you're already in love and in a relationship or whatever. But like, this is going to prevent people from getting help. And that's what pisses me off about this shit. It's like how many times people won't call until it's way out of control and escalated, and then people get hurt. And then those people will hurt more people. And I don't know. This shit pisses me off. This shit drives me up the fucking wall. Like, I don't know. That was worse than old football guy having to fucking pressure point this dude and tase him 50,000 times. Yeah. I would take those deputies any day after that bullshit. Like, at least they had a lawful arrest, right? Like, jeez.
We don't have time. We're coming in hot now.
It's DPD.
It is DPD. Go into reverse and go over that hump. We're pulling on that. Keep on coming. Keep on going. Your turns at the dumpster east to Raptor. Yep. Yep. Ready? Yep. Oh, shit! God damn it! You good?
That's deadly force. I mean that is this is right then and there. I mean, they could have started shooting right then and there. That is a willingly hitting somebody. Oh, he's a goner. Oh yeah, this guy's got to go. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, let that equation be not that complicated.
Shit! God damn it! You good?
Oh, dude, there was a bunch of people here. Goodness.
1, 2, 3.
There was a lot of dudes. Look. So.
Shit! God damn it! You good?
1, 2, 3.
That's one under the truck.
4. At least 4 or 5 guys piled out of that truck.
Fucking shit!
That is a nice truck.
We don't have time. We're coming in hot now.
God, dude, what a shitty call. My goodness. This is a good charger, dog.
Keep on coming. Keep on going. Your turns at the dumpster east to Raptor. Yep. Yep. Ready? Yep. Shit! God damn it! You good?
Just wash this freaking car.
No shit.
You got a gun! You got! Somebody drop the gun! Drop the gun! Fucking shit!
Yo, what a bad day, dude. Fuck.
Hang on, Tim! Good, good, good! He's running north!
north! He's running north! Running north! He's gonna be running west of the complex, headed towards the Dave and Buster's.
Dude. I tell you what, they're handling this very short stick very well, all things considered. They're getting on the radio, giving pertinent information.
He dropped his gun over here by the building.
John, I'm east of the south. Where's he at?
Oh, I know this is out. I recognize this building. Do what a chaotic ass team, dude. They could be anywhere now.
That's off Central, isn't it?
Yep, that's right off Central. Bro, this guy took an airbag and is now in a foot chase. But what an animal.
Yeah. Don't you fucking move! Get on the ground now! One at gunpoint! Southwest corner! He's on a white shirt!
Bro, gave a direction? Also said it very quickly. Shout out to my boy. Oh.
Get on the fucking ground! Face down! Don't you fucking move! He's behind the fences. Or he's behind the building near the fence corner.
What
you fucking points! I'll put a hole in you, motherfucker!
Gets a B for officer presence. Good on him for figuring out that he's flagging officers. He's probably very amped.
You fucking hit?
Yeah, he's hit.
God damn it.
Go get med kit.
Yeah. Where you hit at? Okay, hey. You got gloves, Kevin?
No.
Here.
Shout out for gloves.
It's up there. She fucking... What is your name? Eric. Eric what? Okay.
Bro, what an animal.
God damn it! You good? Get out of the fucking truck! God!
I have done that before. I have eaten shit while trying to run. Definitely happens. Yeah.
Tends to throw your balance off sometimes.
Do what?
I said all that weight above your waist sometimes tends to travel,
So what sucks too,
throw your balance off a little forward.
when you're running on an incline, especially with boots on and all that weight, like just sometimes you don't high knee it enough, and yeah, you fucking eat shit.
Yeah.
It happens, dude. Also, these apartment complexes tend to have like fucking potholes everywhere. Potholes and curbs get you every time. I probably fallen at least like in foot chases like this, I'd say at least like 4 or 5 times. Like I've eaten shit. Once was bad. Like I ate and I was like, went over to EMS and I was like, can you please sterilize my hands? Jason said he's tripped over curbs 4 fucking times. Bro, me too, dog. I've been there. I think this is the officer that tagged him.
Good! He's running north! He's gonna be running west of the complex.
Great use of force decision too. He decided not to shoot even though he's running because he's like, he dropped his gun. I don't know if he's still armed or not. I'm not trying to end up on the news. Good on him.
Gun over here.
South, where's he at?
Oh fuck, dude. There's on top of him. He's on top of him.
Oh shit. That's a ram.
Jeez. Yeah.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired.
What a bad day, dude.
Stay on the fucking ground.
I think that guy already
Don't
got
fucking
tagged.
move. I don't go with Kevin now. He's got the shooter.
He didn't get rolled over or nothing.
No
I
shit.
don't think. I mean, he came out.
Don't fuck.
Face planted.
Now he might have got tagged. I'll be honest.
Oh, you think?
Good on him for getting units involved, and he's like, I'm gonna sit and secure you, like understanding your assignment. And you're like, all right, fuck it, like this is the short straw I got. I'm gonna send I don't need help with this. Go do other stuff, but they're securing the vehicle. securing this guy. He's like, I clearly have one involved party. Everybody else can go run and do. This is really good. Bro, DPD. A city police department. Showing up. That's all I'm saying.
We got one more gun. Hang on.
Bro, he dumped his radio and his taser. My boy, have a handpiece.
Fucking ground. I'm not gonna beat it. I'm not gonna be aggressive. So I already told you. You already fucking were. Give me the other fucking hand.
This was the worst part about trying to go hands-on with a rifle. The worst. I only had to do it once, and it sucked. I have this exact same rifle. Shout out.
Who shot at us? I don't know if the other guy was shooting too.
Bro, shout out to DPD. Absolutely crushed it. Here you go.
Yep.
DPD. Absolutely. Oh, come on. Keep fat.
L-E-Y.
I keep fat fingering it. There you go. Trying to like type around my microphone, so I'm like having to move both my hands. Absolutely crushed it. Good on them. Comment. Done. To get everybody in. Oh, flock. This is another use of flock on the license plate. Interesting. Covert CRT. This is going to be like a critical response team or like this is a specialized unit. And Dallas North Patrol. So this would have been just standard patrol helping with them. Responded. Fully marked car. Driver intentionally accelerated towards the hood of the squad car. Rolled backwards and stopped. Got out of the truck. Suspect released. Got out of the truck. Handgun modified. Modified with an extended magazine and a switch. My dog.
Yep.
So Travis fired a department issued weapon. Fired a service pistol, but did not hit the suspect. He just spooked him.
Warning shots.
We said warning shots. Fourth unknown suspect ran from the apartment complex on foot. Probably got away. My dog. No officers injured. Four suspects were recovered from the scene. Two fled from the stolen vehicle. One was found in a park later.
Oh, one of them was convicted for capital murder.
No kidding.
Yeah, Dixon. There's something further up, I guess.
EUMV evading. Damn, that's a bad call. But like that. So every once in a while, you get called to do an operation like that, where you had like a special team that would get assigned to stuff like that, and then they would ask for patrol assistance. That was that. It's kind of rad though, because you'll stage just off scene from where you see the incident. You'd have like a UC or like a plainclothes officer that would go and walk you in. We would even have it to where like our drone units would monitor it from the top, and we would basically stay off the radio for the most part. But it's pretty rad. It's cool. I only got to do it a handful of times, but you do go in convoy style and go and execute something like that. That's wild. Mine never went that wild. Fortunately, they knew what was up and they just gave up, but that's pretty bad. Good on them, though. DPD absolutely crushed it.
I hear that. What's going on?
Oh, we're losing audio?
Hey, had way too much to drink, and I don't really quite understand what he's upset about.
They masked her voice. I was like, what is this? What is it? Is R2-D2's domestic or what?
But it's a little bit out of control. He does have a lot of guns in the basement. He's a hunter, things like that. He's not me specifically.
Right.
But I am not able to reach him. And I don't really understand what's happening. No, he's calling us all kinds of names, all very derogatory, things like that. He's not saying, I'm going to kill you.
I see. I got you.
Like that.
Okay.
No,
okay.
No, but
And what's his name?
Vincent.
Vincent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You just want to hang out here with my partner? I'll go talk
I
to
do,
him.
absolutely. My dog is very sweet. She's big. She's not.
Oh, I'm good with dogs. I love dogs.
I've heard that 100 times.
Yep.
And I'm an animal person, so typically dogs are pretty chill with me, but man, why don't you do me a favor and go ahead and grab your dog for me? Every time.
Charlie.
Where is he right now?
He's probably in the basement. If you want, I can lead you through.
In the basement with all the guns? Cool. Just go ahead and send me a third. Like, probably not trying to do this by myself. Like,
yep.
Send me a third. Maybe a fourth, if I'm that interested.
It's not.
Frag's like, I'm calling for help. That's a smart guy.
Bad situation.
I got you.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Oh.
Oh, hello. Hello.
That third officer wouldn't have helped you.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Yeah, very lucky he didn't get shot there. That officer is alive because that guy probably forgot to flip the safety off. Like, whew. Bro! I'm just gonna play it. This is stressing me out. Oh, I'm gonna have nightmares. Oh, my PTSD. We're just gonna let this go. Maybe he'll help.
Lefties.
Dude, what are you fucking doing? What are you fucking just fire! Just fire! Start him up!
I don't want to disparage SIG, but that is 320.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Start him up! Throw the fucking gun! Shoot the fucking gun!
I'm gonna be honest. I have a downed officer in front of me, maybe a downed lady. I don't know if the lady got shot either. Like, I think we're done giving orders to this guy. Like,
yeah,
bro, let's get after it.
Throw the gun away! Throw the gun! Throw the fucking gun! Throw the gun!
Who's shooting?
Throw the fucking gun!
Bro, old boy's vest didn't do shit for those rifle rounds. Like, let's get this sorted out so we can medevac our fellow officer, dude.
Throw the fucking gun away!
Bro, this was my biggest fear when I had to babysit all those rookies, is I'd be laying on the ground like a jackass.
Officers, hey, get EMS here.
And this guy would be here just cheerleading for me.
EMS is en route.
Alright, what's going on?
Good lord. I want to see what this guy sees.
A little bit out of
Let's skip all this bullshit.
You just want probably in the basement. If you want, I can lead you through. It's not like a bad situation. But...
Yo, whoa, whoa,
This guy got tagged for sure. Come on, girlfriend. Bro, he is struggling. Yeah, dude. I don't want to watch that. Obviously the officer that got tagged, I mean, he's in a life-threatening situation. I'm not going to take any criticisms on self-care or any of that kind of shit, but like, that'd be the last call I worked with that guy. Either because I died, because he let me die, or just because if I had to stand there and just listen to him yell at this guy for the rest of the time. Like, drag me out. Let this guy be barricaded. Like, bro, like, oh my God.
Get the dog and the lady out and drag your partner out.
Bro. Like, ugh. Like, I don't know. I can't watch the rest. Legitimately, I can't watch the rest of that. Tell me this dude made it. Oh, good. The officer's fine. It said non-fatal injuries. That doesn't mean not bad. That just means non-fatal. Jeez. So they were both shot. Shout out to that guy for, I guess, tanking the shot. Oh, poor guy. Oh, no. Only the officer and the suspect got shot. He said officer whatever and then this guy. I didn't realize this guy was the suspect. So sad that guy didn't make it. Poor dude. Jeez, dude. Practice with your service weapon. All I'm saying, and don't leave your partner there to go bleed it. Like, secure the scene. Like, instead of yelling at that guy, you just gone up, gone hands on. If that's really what you needed to do, and let's say you just needed to secure the scene for EMS. EMS ain't showing up to that. If you're just standing there hanging out, like, EMS is not going to show up. Like, I don't know, dog. Damn, super late. Live stream. High fives for everybody. Steve D, it is good to see you, dog. I needed that. I'm stressing. Don't shoot the dog. Jeez. Juan. It's top 3 most realistic cop shows you saw. Southland, for sure. Let me think here. End of Watch is not a show, but it is a movie. But that was very, very close.
Don't forget Cop Rock.
Cop Rock? What?
I'm gonna have to educate you.
Cop Rock.
I'll show you later.
I'll take Keith's vote on Cop Rock. He was a cop much longer than me, so he's got a more qualified opinion.
It was the greatest.
The greatest, he says. All right, let's see it.
Police Department, what is the location of the emergency?
Chino police officer.
Hello, Police Department, can you hear me?
Oh, wow.
Hi, yes, please. What is your address? Now, please. Okay, what unit? Okay, what unit? What unit are you in? What unit?
Shout out to dispatchers. They don't get it. Or call take. I'm not going to say dispatchers. I'm going to say call take. Because most of the time those are different gigs. Sometimes it's the same. But call take does not get enough love. They have to hear some heinous shit. Guessing this is happening over here.
We'll fix you up, Blank.
What about the rookie being realistic? I give the rookie oftentimes like a 2 out of 10 on realism. Every once in a while, like a 6 out of 10. At best, it's a 6 out of 10. They do a good job sometimes with some of the interpersonal like workings and then like the politics of policing, but oftentimes it's pretty unrealistic. Like it's, especially the later seasons, apparently it gets like really off the walls. Frantically running away from Mendoza, stating that he had a knife. This makes it a very easy equation.
Who has a knife? Hey, dude, have a seat. Sit down. Sit down. Okay, sit down.
Free advice. Call text would have said something, right? About like, I hear like a pretty bad disturbance, whatever. Probably don't make scene by yourself unless you're ready to go handle up and be super cop, right? If you're going to show up by yourself and they're like, the dude's got a knife, she looks kind of scared, she's pointing at the guy, like maybe give him a bit of an attitude adjustment in some like officer presence, right? Maybe some of that.
No, why? Ask her.
Hey, dude. Don't touch the knife, okay?
Dude.
You grab the knife, you're gonna get shot, alright?
At least he notified him.
Have a seat.
No, no, mommy, it's okay.
6, okay, subject has a knife in his right pocket.
Does this guy have his weapon out? Or did it just clear his holster just now?
I think that's a flashlight. I don't think that's a weapon in his left hand. I don't think he's cleared the holster yet. He's also standing kind of close. Like,
yeah.
I'm not saying you don't want to keep him from moving, because you do. So there is a catch-22 to creating distance. However, you're bringing a gun to all of these. Like, distance is your friend. Like, I don't know.
Hey, dude, have a seat, bro.
No, dude.
Have a seat.
No.
Okay, nothing has to
Verbal non-compliance.
get worse than it has to be, okay?
It's just fucking foul.
Hey, dude, drop.
Oh, this is guns out.
There it is.
Shout out to my boy. Tom Selleck.
Of course.
Drop the fucking knife. Drop the knife.
I don't think he's got a weapon mounted light, so he's having to do this the way I had to do him, old school. Although you got enough ambient light, to be honest, I probably just ditch my flashlight at this point. You can see.
Fuck you. Drop the knife, dude. Drop the... Dude, you come like... Fuck you. Drop the fucking knife, dude. Fuck you.
Bro.
What the?
1 round in. Bro. This happens way too often. Like... This is like at least... like the 20th or 30th time I've seen this. Get it together, big fella. Get it together, big fella.
Hey, dude, drop the knife. Drop the...
He goes right back to, hey, dude, drop the
Why
knife.
did you... Why did he take his hand off his what?
I don't know, dog. This is stressing me out.
Fucking knife. 612 shots fired.
Hey, at least it worked.
Drop the fucking knife, dude. Move the knife. Dude. Drop the... Dude, you come like... Fuck you. Drop the fucking knife, dude. Fuck you, dude.
At least he ran.
Hey, dude, drop the knife. Drop the fucking knife. 612 shots fired.
Oh, dude, I think the other officer saved his ass. There was another guy that came in right there at the end. Are we going to get his body cam? Probably not.
Hey, dude, drop the knife. Drop the fucking knife. 612 shots.
This officer right here, I think, saved his life.
Shots fired.
Oh, maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't
No, it was
shoot.
him. Yeah.
Shout out to your boy. Malfunctions are a thing. Free advice for rookie officers. I did it every single month without fail. I fully downloaded my magazine because I had a mag. I would cycle my mags, right? But I had one magazine that I knew was going to be in my gun, and I physically inspected every single bullet in that magazine. Would clean them, would make sure that the whole thing was clean, right? Would clean my gun. Even if I hadn't shot it, I would clean it. And then at least function test it every once in a while. Because that's like a lot of times what ends up happening is you'll get in defensive ammunition, you'll have a crimped bullet. So like the projectile is less likely to like get further seated in the casing. What'll happen is if you keep taking the round out of the gun, putting the round back in, and you're just cycling the same round over and over again, every time it has to hit the feed ramp, you're slowly pushing that projectile like back into the casing, and it can cause malfunctions. Be very careful of that, because I bet you that's what's causing all of these. Then the gun works fine once they get it sorted out. Also, if that's the case, dump that mag immediately. If you have a malfunction, just dump the mag and switch to a different one. Don't try to make the same mag work over and over again, or it's going to take you forever to work a malfunction. Like, I don't care how good you are at them. Wild videos.
Traffic stop.
Oh, this is the one. We watched this in the after party. This one's rough.
Adam 44 on Broadway, north of Rosecrans.
I haven't seen this one yet.
Jason gets it.
Hey, this guy's not stopping. Keep an eye out. Make sure he's not.
He's in 44, Broadway, north of Rosecrans. 18145, still cancel.
You want to call it a reckless or DUI if they take off?
145, right.
He's been swerving. Yep. There we go, PA. Move your hand real quick.
Oh, stop.
Holy smoke.
Go! Shots fired.
There's not a single thing tactics-wise you could have done to prevent that. Not a damn thing. There's no advice I can give you other than be right with Jesus if you're going to be on patrol. Yeah. That was... You can shoot back, I guess. That's really all you got. But, like, sometimes the bear finds you, and you just got to be careful.
Get the car! What was that? You good? Go! Just go! We're gonna be northbound. Northbound Broadway from Rosecrans. They hit us with, dude. Hey! No, go! Dude, go!
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Do you know where they went?
No.
Do you know where they went?
No.
No, stop! We're stopping. Adam 44. Adam 44. We're on Broadway and 135th Street. We took shots fired. The cars last seen northbound.
I tell you what, one of them was in it, and the other one was not. That's not. I've never been shot at with a machine gun at damn near point blank range, so I'm not here to judge. But one of those officers was, what did he shoot us with? What's going on? As opposed to trying to keep track of the suspect, right? Versus the other one was clearly like, hey, go, go, go. Let's get behind him. Let's make sure they don't go and hurt anybody else. It's a very different mindset. Likely one officer is probably a lot more experienced than the other, right? Or it's not their first time in violence. You'll see this a lot. This is the one time where I think you get guys that come out of like really bad upbringings, right? Or people that are coming out of the military, which is practically the same thing. But that you have this way of turning off your stress response to stuff and you just get after it. You kind of need that in these types of situations, because if this guy's willing to shoot at you with a machine gun, he's likely willing to shoot at somebody else. That is your job, is to go after that guy. This isn't to fail by them, because, I mean, this guy was clearly having... So I'm just glad neither one of them got hurt. But be cognizant of that. You can be in a real bad situation that you don't realize you think you got the snake and you grab the tiger by the tail. So just be cognizant. I think they ended up finding this guy's later. They got away from this traffic stop later on because they ran the tag. That tag came up again, and then they ended up arresting the guy. He did have a machine gun. What if it was a rookie? I'd probably let that guy go. I'm gonna be honest. With a knife and a homemade bow. I want to learn how to make a bow. That's kind of rad. Why do you have a flashlight out in the day?
That's
what?
I reviewed this with some of our vigilantes, and we were wondering the same thing. Why the hell is he holding his flashlight?
Bro, day shift's on some bullshit, dog. Like, these your people, Keith? Or are these mine?
I think
this looks like a populated area. I might claim these.
I think they're yours.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I don't know what I hit.
What the?
California.
Police Department.
Thousand Oaks. God, it's my people. Son of a bitch.
Yes.
I have to claim this.
There you go.
I gotta claim these people. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Come on, officer. Let's decide. What are we doing? Can you just leave his patrol car open? Oh my god. This is how cars get stolen, boys and girls. Like, let's not do this. Also, put your flashlight up, dog. You have a patrol car still, Mr. Thousands Oak police officer, because he chose not to take it. Let's see how the 6 Hour does.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Kick the door closed. I thought about shooting.
Get down. Get down.
That'll do it.
Station 1, shot fires, shot fires. Subject's down, still holding something in his hand.
9 George, watch it. He's
I want to see what backs are.
He has something in his right hand, which I believe is to be a knife. Be careful. I think he has a knife.
This is not ideal. Why would you just
drive
your car this way, dog? Like,
yep.
I'm gonna willingly put myself in the backstop. You were no help. They say deputy shoots, man. Keith.
Although, they're on the same channel, man. That's PD.
That is PD. My boy has a taser out. I hate these people. I'm so glad. Hey, cat dog.
One at gunpoint.
It's not one at gunpoint, dog. It's. I bet your dispatch heard the gunshot, like over the radio. Jesus.
Shots fired, shots fired.
You don't say, dog. This man never pulled his gun out.
Drop it. Put it away. Shots fired, shots fired.
I mean, he had lethal cover, so I guess by policy he's probably covered, but...
I believe that was California.
I'd be getting talked to. There'd be a lecture happening. Okay, it's the last one.
There would be a lecture.
It says county on the patrol car. Ooh, there's another L for deputus. Ali, that's a very good catch. I love you.
The patrol car I saw said police.
maybe I'll take it because you've taken enough L's for this street.
That's police.
That's police. This is a police officer, so I got to claim this one no matter what, because even this is claiming police. This is a short one.
222 31st Street Northeast. Check on David here. We've got some 1096 history with him. David Vanderham, 39-year-old male. He's got a lot of things to say today. He did ask for an officer to fight, and then said there's no real emergency.
When did dispatch this? Also, that's every dispatcher ever. That voice and cadence of speech is every. They have to go to like school for this. I feel like half of their training is how to do this.
Yeah.
Officer, Deputy Keith, I need you to go and fight this man. He's got a whole battalion worth of crackheads, and I'm only going to dispatch you and one other deputy. Okay, thank you. Like,
I'll bring my baton.
He says, he's going to show up like Jon Snow in that one scene with just him and like just a stampede of dudes. Uh-oh. What do you mean they shot the civilian?
That he wants a bullet and that he's going to kill all of us. He does also say he has knives and guns in the home. Unknown if he actually does.
He's running up. They're running up.
Sir, stop!
What's going on here?
Drop it! Drop it!
Okay, you have a rifle present, and I know I'm a broken record with this. If a rifle is present, that is your deadly force. You are not contributing with a handgun what a person cannot do with a rifle, judiciously, like, and safely. I don't like trying to take a shot while running with a handgun unless you're just that guy. And they're out there, but I doubt it's this guy. But, like, I don't know. I haven't seen this yet, so.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop it!
So if he has a gun, why are we not shooting now? And who is this? Is this a cop? Who is this? Is this a cop?
No.
We have 1, 2, maybe 3 cops. Like a fourth one with a rifle here. And then I don't know who this is.
Roll tape.
Drop it! Somebody taser! Somebody taser! Drop the gun!
No fucking way. They just smoke a civvy? Bro, negative 350. Like, oh, you fail even in video games here. You have 2 rifles here, dude. Why did you take a shot? Oh my God. Bro. What?
The other guy was like his dad or stepdad or something like that.
No. Trying to de-escalate him? Shit. I'm just reading, sorry. Oh, at least the dad survived, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sarge. Tell me what civilians... That's a hard fail. Like, you would not be a police officer. That actually did happen to a police officer while I worked there. I worked the day with him, but right before that. And he incidentally shot somebody and killed him. And they got charged. Not just did they get released, but they got charged. Like, you can't do that, dude. Like, we talk about backstops all the time for that reason. Like, in no universe can you get that tunneled in, especially as a supervisor. Like, all but like 2 of my sergeants, and I had a lot of sergeants, but all but 2 of them were very squared away. Like, if they showed up, it was their show because they were the best officer there. Like, That is fucking nuts, dude. That is a.
So what does the last two sentences say?
It said concluded that the fatal shooting was justified, which I do agree that it is justified, even though it was an airsoft rifle. The guy did present a deadly threat and was shot at, but like, bro, sailing,
the dude behind him,
sailing two into dad.
Yeah.
In no universe, dude. Like, do they got comments here? Yeah, what this guy said. I have a clear line of sight. Better take the shot. Jeez. Yeah. Big L on the sergeant. Should be his last day on patrol. ... Comment. And that is indeed the stream. Thank you for everybody that hung out with us. We're going to do a pretty short after party because the wife does need me today. But I do want to thank everybody that has stopped by and hung out with us. We do have a ever-growing, let's see where we're at now, population of people. Let's see, where are we at? 4,200 and something. I can't tell off of just this. We have made 531 videos. So if you like stuff like this, we have a ton more. We do Bodycam breakdowns every single Thursday at 7:30 Central Standard Time. And then Tuesdays, our variety show. We're going to start bringing guests on to the variety show, and it's going to be really awesome. So for everybody else, you guys can come hang out with us in the after party. If you'd like to do stuff like joining the after party, you can either become a member here on YouTube, or you can become a Patreon member. And in both instances, for as little as $1 a month, you can get direct access to our Discord where we hang out and do after party stuff. We also do watch some body cams there that we can't really watch here. And then you get more of the hot takes that we probably get in other places. But either way, I do love all of you guys. Please be safe and make good decisions. Please, Lord, if you're a police officer, make good decisions.
Make very good decisions.
But anyways, if you guys want to join the community, you guys can do that. Yes, as Emu said, don't forget to like the video for us. And you can also subscribe to this channel. That is the easiest way to help this channel grow and support more people. But more than anything, educate yourself and know what your lawful authority is at all times. So I love the rest of you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. And until next time, peace. Oh, my goodness. Well, I got to